Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Warriors and the Devils. And with that, want to welcome everybody into another edition of Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City. On a Monday night, I am Andrew Blackman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you all 6 matches between the Warriors and Devils. How you doing today, Stu?
I am doing terrific, Andrew. Glad to be here for an exciting match between Devils and the Warriors.
And we get right into it. Quite the match to get us started today. It's going to be a top division singles matchup. Got a taste of it last week. It's Douglas and Oraron, but Oraron not 100% last time out. Douglas won pretty easily in straight sets, but you see the way he's moving around in the practice now, had some practice beforehand, and seems to be back at least closer to 100% coming out for this one.
Practice definitely seemed to look a little better this time.
And Douglas this season, this will be his 10th and final singles match. He's actually on a pretty good streak here, winning 3 in a row. He's actually won 4 of his last 5. Looking to make it 5 of 6 here against Oraron. It's been an up-and-down season for Oraron. I mean, started off great, winning his first 3 matches. He's dealt with some injuries. And back home, played a tournament as well. So, again, it's a lot of stuff going on here for Oraron this season, but he's back here ready for the playoffs. And a good chance here against Douglas to get his team up on the board early. Coming into today, you have the Renegades up at the top of our standings, 71 points. Warriors in second place, they are at 67. Those two teams vying for the #1 seed, so the Warriors need at least 4.5 points to get back up into first place after the action today. If they get fewer than 4.5 points, the Renegades will lock themselves into the #1 seed as we advance towards the playoffs. Ready to go with our opening match here. Douglas and Oraron. Douglas will have the serve.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our first match of this afternoon. Douglas has the serve for the Warriors. There's the serve. We begin. Here's a backhand by Oraron to the inside. Rabote, the rebound from the back wall, played by. Douglas hits the overhead screen. That's out of play. First point of this match goes to Oraron of the Devils. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set. The first player to win 2 sets wins the match. Fault over serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Douglas. Rabote, that rebound off the back wall, saved by Oraron. Douglas is there. Douglas to the inside. That's read by Oraron. Stopped by Oraron. Backhand. Douglas back to the inside, a little harder this time. Rabote forehand by Oraron. Passes and scores. 2 points for Oraron. He has the serve.
Yeah, just like to see him do a little bit more with the ball up in the front court here. Douglas, I mean, 2 to the inside, 1 Oraron caught in the air, and the other one he gets back and easily turns to Rabote. If he's going to throw that to the inside, like it a little bit lower so it's not as easily playable off the back wall.
Fault under serve. Battle Court rules again. Has 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's a backhand by Douglas. Powerfully thrown. Rabote left side to the inside by Oraron. Backhand by Douglas. Oraron, beautiful catch at the 10 line. Here's the backhand. Douglas, forehand. Oraron, nice snag at the 10 line. Big backhand follows. Oraron, forehand, Rabote to the inside. Douglas has it. Backhand from the 10. To the inside. Olaron's there. Douglas on the catch. Backhand from the 9. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, played one fluid motion by Douglas, stopped by Oraron. Oraron with a drop shot that scores. Oraron with the Devils has 3 points. Douglas looking to get on the board. Oraron serves.
Well, just a completely different player coming out today. I mean, aggressive and also throwing a drop shot from pretty deep into the backcourt. And Douglas was more faked out, but that ball was still bouncing there about the 6 line. Maybe could have gotten in there.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. The good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Oraron. Here's a backhand by Oraron to the inside. Robote, that rebound from the back wall, played by Douglas. Oraron takes it on the bounce. Oraron powerfully to the inside. Douglas is there. Douglas with a powerful backhand. Robote forehand, fire to the inside. Douglas lets it pass, turns the Robote, 2 walls, to score. That's beautifully executed by Douglas and the Warriors. He puts them on the board with a point. Douglas serves.
A little bit of a slow start for Douglas, and really in all aspects of the game. I mean, not moving all too well, not throwing any 2 walls, and finally mixing it up. I mean, deep in the backcourt, see where he is at the 10 line. Oraron certainly not expecting it, just out of reach. Douglas on the board. That's just the first point. See what he can do from here.
Deep serve by Douglas. Here's the backhand by Oraron. Douglas rather with the carom. Oraron is on it. Powerful forehand on the return. Douglas looking for the Robote. He makes the save. Oraron missed it on the bounce. And it scores. 2 points for Douglas. Oraron with 3. Douglas has the serve.
And coming back here powerfully on the Robote, right up the middle. And that's what tripped him up. I mean, not all too difficult, not on the wall. Just a miss there.
Here's a backhand by Oraron. Robote left side to the inside. Douglas makes the catch. Cosado 2-all scores for Douglas. We are all tied up at 3 points apiece. A reminder of the scoring, ladies and gentlemen. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set. The first player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Yeah, opened up, keeping the ball to the inside, so Oraron kind of expecting it. Flat-footed on that 2-all attempt. I mean, not looking to move towards the outside there. Ooh, that ball floated.
That ball takes a wonky bounce off the front wall and a duff, basically, coming out of the service box. That scores for Douglas. He has 4 points and the serve.
Yeah, Oraron starting a little bit deeper. I mean, Douglas has a nice bounce on the serve, too. Traps you deep in the corner, so you have to be in position for that. And if you duffs off the front wall, you just got to move on to the next point.
Over serves, second serve must be good.
Yeah, even if you listen for it, sometimes the ball just it doesn't have enough momentum to get there deep enough into the backcourt.
Oraron on the backhand to the inside. Douglas is there. Douglas low and hard off the backhand. Robote's coming in low and scores 5 points for Douglas. Possible set point.
And this is an impressive comeback. I mean, it's been 5 straight points and one after the other. I mean, aggressive in terms of the shots. Again, I mean, moving up on the ball beautifully. His defense is one of the best parts of his game, but when he's playing aggressively like this and throwing shots and moving the defense around, that's when you see the best version of Douglas.
Over serve, second serve must be good. Long carom does not open up. It's stopped by Douglas. Douglas's carom is stopped by Oraron. The carambola return scores. 4 points for Oraron, Douglas has 5. Furf to 6 will win the set.
Yeah, looking for a pad call, but that was well, not well above the pad, but it was certainly enough. Any contact, you would have saw that ball drop.
Here's the backhand by Douglas, wall to wall from the left side. Oraron, forehand, beautifully thrown. Douglas to the inside. What a scoop by Oraron. No control over the backhand. That's out of play. Point and set to Douglas, taking it 5-4 in, 6-4 rather, in. First set, a minute 30 goes on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
Great opening set right there. Douglas 6-4, able to close it out.
Aggressive style of play from both of these Division I front quarters. Phenomenal catch by Oraron there at the side wall. Very well done.
You see second and final matchup between these two in the regular season. Again, the first matchup was just a few days ago. Oraron, wasn't moving well, wasn't throwing a lot of shots, and Douglas made quick work in that match, but putting up more of a fight today. Oraron started off with a 3-point cushion, leading 3-0, and Douglas able to come back, win 6 out of the next 7 points.
And a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City League Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently in the first of 6 scheduled matches on the day. Division I singles players, Douglas representing the Warriors and Oraron representing the Devils. 15 seconds to go before we begin our second set. Reminder, the scoring: first player to reach 6 points wins the set, and the first player to win 2 sets wins the match. First set was won by Douglas, 6-4. Have to imagine that Oraron's going to come out firing here in the second set.
I mean, the one thing we've seen with Oraron, his defense has been incredible right from the start, but just hasn't quite figured out the shots. See if he can get that going here in set 2.
Oraron serves, we begin. Backhand. Here's a catch by Oraron at the 10 line. Backhand thrown powerfully, caught by Douglas. Douglas to the inside, wall to wall. Robote forehands up, straight to the forehand of Douglas. Douglas slow and hard. Robote saved by Oraron. Stopped by Douglas. Costalo 2-all beautifully executed by Douglas to score. That's picture perfect. Douglas is on the board first here in the second set. He serves.
I mean, to beat Oraron on the 2-all, you really have to throw it powerfully and have it open up nicely. Look at Douglas. The Costado, left side of the player's body, shoulder level throw. 2-all hits the side wall, the front wall, just like that. Just out of reach of Oraron. Very well done.
Powerful backhand by Oraron off a good serve by Douglas. Douglas sends it deep. Robote forehand to pass, lighter touch. Robote left side, it's a 2-all. It landed out before Oraron caught it. That's a point for Oraron. We're tied up 1-1.
Again, some discussion.
Sorry, I heard a noise back here. I'm not sure that's exactly the way it's supposed to work, but we're forgiving here at Magic City.
Oh, look, I mean, if your teammate, if they saw it, they said, hey, it's out, let them know. Don't want to waste a challenge here, especially early on, and not one where you would get a point either.
Here's the Robote for Oraron. Douglas makes the catch. Costalo 2-all, stopped by Oraron. Oraron from the forehand, high play, going to the outside and scoring. That's well executed by Oraron. He has 2 points. Douglas has 1. Oraron has the serve.
And when you have the ball on the outside up in front of the 6 or 7 line, you see your opponent take a few steps up and back towards the inside to the high carambole or the 3 walls, the shot. I mean, look at Douglas. He's moving inside. Just have to drop it over his head. That opens up sharply off the back wall.
And Douglas knows where to go because he's thrown that more than anyone else on the roster successfully.
Trying to get out there, but it's really not returnable if you throw it well.
High scoop by Douglas. Scoop by Oraron. Here's the backhand. Robote low and inside. Oraron with a great snag at the 8 line. Big backhand. Robote. Oraron with a hop, makes the catch. Powerful forehand. Douglas is there. Backhand from the 9 line. Oraron mid-court. Powerful throw, low and hard to the inside. Douglas on the catch. Here's the backhand. Robote. Philo is out. 3 points for Oraron. Oraron serves for the Devils.
Yeah, you sometimes see that Philo. That's the outside placement from the Costado off the Robote. When they're trapped on the inside like that, you don't have a lot of space to throw the right side Robote. What you do have is you're able to run around it, really whip it to the outside. It was well done by Douglas, just a few inches wide of the court.
Here's the backhand by Douglas. Robote. Forehand by Oraron. Catch by Oraron. Oraron on the inside. Douglas reads it, stops it. Douglas with a 2-all that hits the pad. 4 points for Oraron. Oraron has the serve for the Devils.
That one just felt a little bit rushed. I don't know if he maybe saw Oraron taking off towards the outside as he was about to throw it, but yeah, he had a good read on it. Maybe trying to power it a little bit too much to try to get it by Oraron. And dropped it low and catching the pad.
Here's a backhand by Douglas. Oraron lets it pass. Forehand Robote save. Big bounce brought down by Douglas. Scoop by Oraron. Right to the corner like a bullet. Out it comes. Oraron with a hop. Back to the inside. Douglas looks for the Robote. He makes the save. Catch by Oraron midcourt. Low and hard to the inside. Douglas is there. Backhand, low and hard. Robote, forehand by Oraron. Douglas makes the catch. Back to the inside. Oraron goes for the run. Got assessed on it, but it hit the overhead screen, which is just out of play. That's 2 points for Douglas. Oraron with 4. Douglas serves.
And good adjustment there by Douglas. I mean, when he's throwing the Costado inside, I mean, he threw it off the highest panel there on the front wall. That time, dropped it at the middle lower one. You see what it does for Oraron. Trying to get back in there for the Robote. It drops low off the back wall, and just not a great angle to reach the front wall from that deep in the backcourt.
Here's the backhand by Oraron. Robote left side by Oraron. Big bounce stopped by Douglas aggressively. That's a beautiful catch by Oraron. Here's the backhand. Douglas looking for the Robote. Has it on the forehand. Lays it up. Olaron's there. Backhand from the 8 line. Robote forehand. Robote forehand by Oraron. This ball placed inside to score. 3 points for Douglas. Oraron has 4. Olaron serves.
At one point in his career, I mean, Douglas really struggled off the Robote, keeping that ball along the side wall. And that was the key in getting that point. I mean, if it's any bit off the wall or any other contact, Oraron's able to make a play. You see, it stays inside, just out of reach, and Robote not playable.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Douglas. Oraron, what a catch at the side wall at the 9 line. Backhand, Robote forehand by Douglas. Catch by Oraron. Robote save by Douglas. Here's the catch by Oraron. Oraron powerfully. Robote perfectly read by Douglas. Reached out and grabbed by Oraron. Oraron trying to beat him inside. He does. That's 5 points. Possible set point for Oraron of the Devils.
Not the best carambola attempt there by Oraron, but makes up for it with a perfectly placed forehand on the inside.
Backhand by Douglas. Rebote saved by Oraron will keep the point alive. This ball is floating there at the 7 line. Scoop by Oraron off a Magic City bounce. Rebote forehand again. This one passes. Douglas looks for the rebote. To the inside it goes. Olaron's looking for the rebote. Tries to take some off it. And he takes enough off to score. That is point and set. A hard-fought set for Olaron and the Devils. So we have split sets. Douglas beat Olaron 6-4 the first set. Olaron beats Douglas 6-3 the second set. Minute 30 goes on the board. We'll come back out and play our third and decisive set. My.
Yeah, that's, a great way to counter aggressive play by your opponent.
Well, you see, the thing that Olaron did there was not only did he make the save on the rebote, but he turned it into an offensive play, which is very difficult to do, not by blasting it,
right,
but by sending it high to the front wall, seeing Douglas advancing on the ball and setting up a ball that was going to bounce really high.
Right. If you don't get to that ball in the air, it's a very difficult catch, and it makes it a lot harder when it makes contact with the floor. And again, doesn't seem like a whole lot out of the cesta, but you see here, there may be some replays here from that set. See, Oraron stops it from the outside. You look at the high carambola. Look at how it opens up off the back wall. Douglas is running with it, but say in other sports too, just not faster than the ball. Great catch there, crashes into the side wall, maintains control. Yeah, see Douglas, he's taking off. Olaron placed it high, it bounces right in front of Douglas, and what does it do? Off the floor, kicks up high. That's a tough scoop, quick bounce catch, whatever you want to call it. Not easy for Douglas to make the play up there in the front court. 6-3, Olaron takes that second set, third set, ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our third and final set of this first match. Douglas will have the serve for the Warriors. Again, the first player to reach 6 points will win the match. What a catch by Olaron. Here's Douglas. Olaron on the backhand. Douglas from the 9 line. Here's the catch and the return by Douglas. Douglas winds up. Coasty inside. Olaron gets in there and saved the rebote. My, oh my. Douglas fakes the carom, puts it inside. That fake scores. Well played. First point going for Douglas and the Warriors. Douglas serves.
That ball made contact with 2 different surfaces deep in the backcourt, and Olaron still comes away with a right side rebote. Your hand-eye, your timing just has to be perfect in order to make that save, and it was right there. But for Douglas, able to kill it on the return. Gorgeous fake. Had him go in the opposite direction, getting on the board first in this third set.
Powerful backhand by Olaron. Rebote coming out. That ball takes a wonky bounce off the side wall and scores. 2 points for Douglas. He serves.
Man, tough break. He had that one lined up on his right side, and really no chance at that point to turn to right side rebote after it opened up off the side wall.
Big right side by Olaron. Shoots straight out. Oraron with the catch at the 7. Powerful backhand thrown low and hard. Low to the rebote. Douglas makes the save. Oraron attacks. Has it from the forehand, going low and outside, too low. That hit the pad, and the pad is bad. 3 points for Douglas and the Warriors. Douglas has the serve.
And unfortunately for Oraron, I mean, Douglas had a great read on it, even if he did make contact with the front wall. He would have had a nice opportunity to kill the point and get it to this 3-0 lead either way.
Rebote forehand by Oraron to pass. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Douglas takes this one in the air. Low and inside, stopped by Oraron. Backhand by Oraron, stopped by Douglas. Douglas fakes the 2-all, puts it inside for the big bounce. Oraron, rebote. Douglas makes the catch at the 5 line. Costello 2-all lands in and scores. Beautifully, perfectly played by Douglas for the 4th point. Douglas serves for the Warriors.
You said it, Stu. I mean, set that up perfectly, forcing a rebote from deep in the backcourt, advancing on it, and then throwing a 2-all up in front of about the 4 line there. Middle of the court. Very well done.
Here's the backhand. 2-all, opens wide and scores. That's 5 straight points for Douglas. Possible set, possible match point.
Not the intent, but the ball came out right to the middle of the court. Douglas waiting on it, turns it into a 2-all. Again, 5-0. A bunch to work with here to take this match.
There's the backhand. Straight to the forehand of Douglas. Douglas fakes the carom. Scoop by Oraron. Rifles it back from the left side, and it scores. There'll be no shutout here. Oraron on a trick shot gets a point. My, oh my, what a throw. Still possible set, possible match point for Douglas.
I mean, one fluid motion, gets it off, a backhand 2-all. Look at Douglas, maybe thinking about the shot. Yeah, you see his eyes up. Didn't secure the catch.
Rebote 4. Oraron stopped by Douglas. Douglas powerful from.
Oh, that may be out.
Forehand lands out of play. That is 2 points for Oraron. Still possible match point for Douglas in the Warriors.
Yeah, if you're Douglas, you can't think about what's happened these last 2 points. I mean, there's great opportunities to close out the match. Hasn't been able to capitalize on either. But still, 4 chances for him.
Rotate forehand, carom. Oh, man, from the 8 line. Bold shot by Oraron scores. 3-5, still possible match point.
Yeah, I mean, Douglas is getting some fortunate breaks in that one there. Maybe hooked. I mean, that really opened up. What a shot by Oraron.
Underserve. Attempted carambola serve landing short. My, oh my. Second serve must be good. Backhand by Douglas. Rebote is missed. Point set in a hard-fought match for Douglas of the Warriors, winning it in the 3rd and decisive set, 6-3.
Yeah, another one. Tough way to end it there. Magic City bounce. Missed the rebote. Douglas, 6-3 in the 3rd set. Gets the Warriors up on the board and closer to the #1 seed.
As soon as that high-lie ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours. As soon as that high-lie ball
Game day scoreboard, you see a point for the Warriors, now 3 behind the Renegades. Again, this is the final game day for the Warriors in the regular season. The Renegades have one tomorrow. And then the Chargers, Devils, Cyclones, and Fireballs all have 2 remaining. Again, after today, the Devils will only have 1, though. That's including today's action. We will hear from our winner, Douglas. Yeah, a lot tougher this time around against Oraron. I mean, moving well, playing great defense, but still able to close it out there 6-3 into third and decisive set. Again, coming up next, we have this second division singles match. But first, let's hear from Douglas. His Warriors team up on the board to begin the game day. There he is.
A strong mindset going in there, knowing that these matches are going to be tough. Everybody in Division 1 is an amazing player. Oraron, he catches everything. He's extremely fast, and I knew it was going to be a hard-fought match, and I was, just thankful I was able to pull it out in 3 sets.
Well, again, Douglas, congratulations on winning that match. We'll see what else happens today.
Thank you.
That was so stressful.
Up next, second division singles matchup here. One that we've seen some previous seasons too. Always fun. Nicholas and Hyro going at it. Nicholas 2-2, Hyro 2-1. Ready to go with our second match. Forehand to the inside. Nicholas with a great scoop to start it off. Backhand into the corner. Robote forehand. Power to the inside. Taken in there by Nicholas. Backhand thrown wall to wall. Robote forehand. Pushed outside. That kicks up in the overhead screen. And that's out of play. Nicholas on the board first here in our second match.
Both players capable of catch, throw, catch, throw, catch, throw until there's a shot.
Over serve. Second serve coming up. Powerful backhand by Hyro. Nicholas takes off up at the 7 line, lays it up on the inside. Good catch by Hyro. Takes it off the wall. There's the backhand. Robote back over the top. Hyro's there to cut it off up at the 7 line. Big backhand now. Off the wall. Nicholas turns to Robote. Forehand stays inside. Nicholas advancing. Went hard on the costado. Hyro gets back in there to scoop it up. Nicholas waiting for it. Robote firing just above the pad. Hyro runs around it on the forehand. High hard play. Back into the corner. There's a Robote on the right side now. Hyro on the bounce. The backhand up at the 8. Wall to wall. Here's Nicholas on the Robote. One missed. 2 points for Nicholas to begin this second match.
Again, volley, 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 kill it.
Hyro from the left side, big backhand. Robote. Oh, that kicked up in the overhead screen. That is out of play. Hyro's on the board with a point. He serves.
Occasionally when a player is trying to get the ball back over his opponent's heads, has to keep the overhead screen in mind. The higher you throw it to the front wall, where it makes contact with the front wall, if you throw it hard, it tends to kick up.
Nicholas opens up with the backhand. Robote. Picked off on the inside. Nicholas up at the 10 line. Hard backhand. Takes Hyro into the backcourt. He's there for the Robote. Nicholas now just beyond the 11 line. High and hard. This one kicking up and out. Robote powered up the middle. Nicholas on the Costado inside placement on the wall. Hyro's back in there to scoop it up. Nicholas again. That one just does clear. Here's Hyro from the left side of the big backhand. Robote left side, back to the inside. Hyro with another scoop, backhand. Wall to wall this time, Robote laid up. Goes back to the inside, Hyro up at the 9 line. Fake the outside placement, put it inside. Nicholas is there. Hyro on the Robote again, back inside. Here's Nicholas into the 2 wall. That's thrown to score. Nicholas out ahead, 3 points. Hyro has 1.
Nicholas, not a player that throws a lot of shots, but threw that one beautifully.
Robote forehand, dropping on the inside. Here's Hyro up at the 9 line, forehand. Ooh, well, Magic City bounce. Here's Nicholas. Robote, left side. Nicholas drops it on the wall. Hyro with a tip ball. 4 points. Nicholas leads, and he serves.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing Hyro miss balls like that. Usually in a sweet spot. That was a bit deep, though, for him. He was looking to make that scoop back there at the 9.5, 10 line. It's a little far back from him.
Here's Hyro from the 11 line, backhand, thrown wall to wall. Robote, hard of the inside. Here's Hyro. Oh, the long drop shot is dropped into the pad. The pad is bad. 5 points for Nicholas. He's got a possible set point.
Sometimes you go, oh no, he missed the drop. Not there. I freely admit I'm old school. You shouldn't be throwing drop shots from the 10 line.
Low and hard, back to the inside. There's Hyro to scoop it up. At the 10 line, there's the backhand. Out to the Robote on the wall. Tough save by Nicholas. Here's Hyro, though, up at the 6 line. High Costado trying to pass with it. Nicholas back inside. He's there for the Robote. Hyro again. This time it's a 2-wall. That's out. Point and set. Nicholas takes it 6-1. Put a minute and a half up on the board. Come back and play. Set 2.
May have tipped my hat in the direction of a Nicholas victory up against Hyro, but not quite by that margin. Would never have expected a 6-1 victory. Nicholas over Hyro. Hyro's defensive game is just too solid. Second set coming up in just a few moments. Here we are in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here. Some replays from that first set. You see Nicholas make the catch there on the left side. Here's his 2-wall. Why is it called a 2-wall? He threw it into the sidewall first. It hit the front wall second, lands inbounds, and then opens up. Very well done. Hyro with one of a couple tips there. Once again, back in the ESPN 3 Players Cage, you see Nicholas there putting on his helmet. Manny Douglas was in there saying his piece a little earlier. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set, and the first player to win 2 sets wins the match. First set won by Nicholas and the Warriors, 6-1. Second obligatory set coming up here. We'll We'll see if Nicholas is able to finish it here or if we move on to a third and final set.
We're ready to begin set 2. Hyro will serve. There's a serve. Our second set is underway. Backhand to the inside. Here's Hyro. Good catch up at the 10 line. This one up and out. Robote. Forehand laid up there by Nicholas. Hyro attacks on the forehand. Powers it to the inside. Nicholas there for the Robote on the backhand. Hyro with the high scoop. Forehand back to the inside. What a scoop by Nicholas. Hyro back there at the 8 line. Wall to wall. Just does clear the overhead screen. Nicholas up at the 6 line. Powers it back inside. Here's Hyro. Nicholas staying up there, waiting on the Robote. Take it from the right side. Picked off here at Hyro. The long drop shot caught him going the other way.
Oh,
Nicholas,
wow.
with time, gets up to it. Forehand straight to the outside. A great way to finish it off there for Nicholas. He's on the board first in our second set.
Very rarely find myself being critical of anything that Hyro does, but that drop shot that wasn't a drop shot. That was a soft throw from the 9 line, again, pretty far back. That ball is still well in the air going to the 7 line. I mean, a drop shot that's still floating at the 5 is not a drop shot. That's just a, I don't know, we have a name for it. But it's not a drop shot.
Yeah, you wonder if Hyro's feeling 100% because we've seen 2 now, and I don't think we've seen a drop shot from that deep in his entire career coming into this match. Backhand, out to the Robote. Hyro powers it to the inside overhead. Nicholas waits on it up at the 9 line. Hyro attacking. There's the scoop up at the 7 line. Backhand, riding the sidewall, out to the Robote, right over Hyro's shoulder. This one sticks to the inside. Here's Nicholas on the bounce up at the 9 line. Big backhand again. Nicholas now from the 9 line. This one a little bit lower and harder. Hyro scoops it up. Back on the wall, Nicholas comes down with the ball. High, hard backhand, clears the overhead screen. Hyro up at the 6, powers it to the inside. Another Robote. Rebound off the back wall, laid up. Stopped on the hop. Here's Hyro. This one laid up. Hyro again keeps the pressure on up at the 8 line. Another backhand, 2 pass. Nicholas, this one right over his back. Hyro makes a save. Drop to the inside. Nicholas winds it up. The 2-wall opening up to score. Nicholas with the shots here. That's 2 straight in our second set.
Shots definitely working here for Nicholas. He's landed 2 really beautifully.
Hyro wall to wall from the left side. Nicholas lays it up. Hyro on the bounce, attacking up at the 8 line. Keeps this one low and hard. Nicholas waiting on the Robote. He turns it to the middle of the court, though, as a 2-wall. Hyro another one hard to the inside. That scoop is tipped. Hyro gets on the board.
See, there you have Hyro's bread and butter. That ball coming in low and hard from the forehand, crossing to the inside. Just so beautifully done.
Forehand Robote, dropped inside. Here's Hyro on the bounce. Another low hard forehand. That's knocked down. Hyro ties it up 2-2.
Don't know if Hyro needed to get warmed up, but this is a bit more of the Hyro that we see. It's a bit of a one-trick pony in so much that it's hard shots to the inside, but set particularly difficult to make the catch. Very well done.
Here's Nicholas on the backhand. Robote forehand powered overhead. That's going to be a tough Robote. Kicks off the sidewall. Nicholas passes. Hyro now just drops it up the middle. Nicholas waits for it at the 10 line. There's the backhand hard to the inside. Robote comes shooting out. Hyro lines it up. Backing up. Nicholas scoops it on the right side. The forehand low and hard. Here's Hyro. Not a lot on that Robote. Nicholas digs it out, comes out to the middle of the court. Hyro again, low hard forehand, lets it pass, and plays the Robote to the inside. Hyro again, has it in the air, another backhand, this one a little lower. Nicholas is there again. Hyro now scrambling for the Robote, trying to turn it into a 2-wall, but that's too low. Nicholas leads 3-2.
Right idea by Hyro, just not something he's used to executing. The 2-wall, something he's stayed away from by tradition.
This one dropped in the corner. Robote forehand. Wall to wall. Nicholas there. Up at the 9 line. Passing again. Hyro powers it back to the inside. Not a lot on that Robote. Hyro advancing. Into the costado. This drop shot just above the pad. And it scores. We're tied up 3-3.
It's like Hyro said, I'm going to continue to work this until it works. And that one worked.
Yeah,
that one did work.
I mean, look at where he's throwing it, though. I mean, 6 line compared to the 9 or 10 line.
Oh, look where it takes.
Yeah,
look
the second bounce, too.
Even still,
yeah.
that was based on the direction. He threw that drop shot based on the direction that Nicholas was moving,
yeah.
not on dropping it. Because, again, a drop shot that's still bouncing past the 3 or the 4, that's just not a drop shot. I mean, if your opponent's in the shower or he's getting a coffee or something like that, then yeah, it can be a drop shot. But
Robote comes shooting out. Hyro powers it to the inside. Nicholas now up at the 9. Big backhand. Robote forehand. Hyro sends that overhead. Nicholas back over the top. Hyro cuts it off up at the 8 line. Backhand to the inside. Robote forehand. Nicholas powers it overhead. Hyro now coming back for it. Robote. Well, it's how to reach. Very well thrown on a knee. Hyro leaping grab on the inside. The backhand. Drops in the corner. Nicholas turns the Robote. That died off the back wall. 2-wall return. They'll get the second bounce and score. Hyro jumps out ahead, 4-3.
basically just by not giving up on it. And again, highlight players always engage, or is encouraged to engage maximum effort on all points. But sometimes when there's just a ball you really can't get to, you may just avoid falling down on the floor to prevent yourself from getting injured. But in that case, Hyro went for it, landed in. Very well done.
Robote forehand. Hyro again to the inside. Nicholas takes it off the wall. Backhand. Just out of reach. Hyro waiting for the Robote at the 9 line. Puts it back inside. Crossing. Nicholas returns it. Right at the feet of Hyro. He scoops it up. Lower and harder to the inside. There's Nicholas with a good catch. Hard backhand. Stopped overhead. There's Hyro. Out to the middle of the court. Robote dropped above the pad. Hyro gets back in there. Robote left side, it's a 2-wall. Oh, Hyro knocked it down on the outside. 4-4 is the score. Nicholas serves. Forehand play to the inside. Hyro keeps it on the right side. On the wall, scooped up by Nicholas. Backhand. Rote comes out. Hyro on a knee, turns Robote inside. Nicholas attacking into the 2-wall, opening up to score. Nicholas jumps out ahead, 5-4. He has a possible set and a possible match point.
That Costado 2-wall has been clutch for Nicholas when he's needed it. It's worked out for him very well, worked out well there.
Hyro advances on the serve, gets up to it before it crosses, delivers the backhand in the corner. Nicholas, Robote passing. Hyro in the same spot, powers this one. Wall to wall. Well, that one caught the corner, opens up to the middle of the court. Hyro faked the carom, put it inside. Nicholas scoops it. Backhand. Another Robote. Hyro powers this one up the middle. Nicholas, deep Costado, hard to the inside. Hyro's there to scoop it up, keeps the match going. Robote in the middle of the court. This one clips again. Scoop by Hyro into the carom. Blasted in to score. We are tied up at 5-5. If Nicholas wins it, that's the match. If Hyro wins it, we're going to a third set.
Very well done by Hyro. Beautiful scoop. He sees where Nicholas is standing. He's very much to the inside, knows that he lands a 2-wall. He's got a good chance of tying it up. He does. 5-5.
Nicholas handles the serve. The backhand's out of reach. Right in the corner, Robote. Forehand, low and hard. Knocked down by Nicholas. We are going to a third set in just a minute and a half.
Man, I'll tell you, Hyro hung in there. Into a third set we shall go. Very well done.
And you said it, Stu. I mean, not really changing anything up. I mean, just beating him with those low, hard forehands to the inside pretty consistently. Missed a couple of them, and it worked out well.
That's Hyro's game.
Yeah.
That's Hyro's game.
We saw that just one carom from him, and outside of that, good consistent play to the inside. It led to this good record in singles again this year, 2-1 through his first 3 matches. And looking over here in doubles, only 2 losses combined through his 2 doubles teams. See the drop shot there, this time from the left side. Yeah, a few from the right were staying up in the air a little bit too long. Able to get that one to score, and then this effort here, fall down 2-wall.
Yeah, no, lots of people give up on that, and he didn't. Very well done.
Nicholas will clip the side wall. Hyro able to scoop it up. This was with a 5-4 lead. He kills it with the carom. And at 5-5, Nicholas knocked it down, giving Hyro the set. Okay, here the Devils came into today 4 points behind the Chargers. And the Chargers currently in 3rd place. The Devils holding on to 4th. A little bit of a gap between 4th and 5th. Got 9.5 points separating the Cyclones and Devils, so that's a lot of ground to make up for the Cyclones. The Devils, good position to make the playoffs, but they will need maybe just a few points to make life a little bit easier, maybe a little more comfortable as we head into the final game days in this regular season. Third set, ready to go. Nicholas will serve. There's the serve by Nicholas. Our third set is underway. Robote. Forehand, lobbed up and passing. Hyro tracks it down to the outside. Fall down save. Will score to the inside. Hyro on the board first in our third set.
Very well done by Hyro. Throw the ball where your opponent's not. There's a few guys here in Battle Court that specialize in that. Hyro doesn't really change his game up for anybody. Low and hard to the inside over and over and over again. Just always so well done.
Great catcher by Nicholas, rips it off the side wall. Robote up at the 7 line, power to the inside, dropping in the corner on the wall. Nicholas just lays it up. Hyro gets there before the second bounce, backhand up at the 5 line. Nicholas waiting for it, turns the Robote right over Hyro. Low and hard back to the inside. Here's Nicholas on the bounce, the backhand to the inside. Hyro sweeps it off the floor. Nicholas there up at the 9 line, keeps the backhand inside. Not a lot on that Robote. Hyro has to come back for it, makes the sliding save. Fake the outside placement, put it inside where it's tipped. And scores Nicholas. Ties things up 1-1.
Nicholas took a little bit off of that, seeing where Hyro was standing. Dropped it in just out of reach. Very well done.
Strong backhand. That's right on the wall. Nicholas just does get out to it. Hyro, though, has it at the 10 line. Blast to the inside. Nicholas scoops it into the 2 wall.
That's beautiful.
Opening up perfectly to score. What
Beautiful,
a combination.
beautiful.
Nicholas retakes the lead, 2-1.
Any combination that involves a scoop that moves immediately into a 2-all is just always beautiful. Has been actually for years. Joey's the one who made it look absolutely gorgeous. Catching the ball, Bote Colorado on the left side, moving immediately into the 2-all kill shot. Just beautifully done. This time by Nicholas.
Robote dropped into the corner. Hyro lines it up. This one coming in lower. Oh, and it's tipped. Rare miss by Nicholas. We're tied up 2-2.
Rare miss for Nicholas. Seems, well, you can't say that it's a handball, but it appears to be like a handball, and just not able to make a play on it.
Hard serve, handled by Nicholas, the backhand. Into the corner, Robote forehand. Nicholas, who sent that one a little high. That's up in the overhead screen and out of play. Hyro leads 3-2.
So Nicholas trying to get the ball back, but again, as you hear us say regularly, once you start sending the ball to those panels at the top of the front wall, just underneath the overhead screen, if you're throwing hard enough, they're going to kick up. In that case, Nicholas was trying to just get the ball back and just send it too high.
Nicholas handles the serve in the corner, backhand. Power to the inside, Robote. Forehand by Hyro, launch into the corner. Here's Nicholas up at the 7. Wall to wall, that just did clear the overhead screen. Hyro backpedals, drops it inside on the wall. Nicholas is there to scoop it up. There's a backhand again. Not a lot on that Robote. Hyro puts it to the inside on the bounce. Nicholas on the Costado. It's a 2-wall.
That's
Caught
beautiful.
him going the other way. And we're tied up 3-3.
Nicholas, such a well-executed Costado 2-wall here.
He's thrown a number of them in this match. I mean,
He has, and they've been working for him. You'll see what he does here. Look at this catch. He's deep. He's center court as well. Very well done.
hard into the corner. Oh, that died. Nicholas able to dig it out. On the bounce, Hyro from the right side, low and hard. Nicholas let it pass. Quick turn on the Robote to keep it going. Hyro, though, outside placement, lands it in, and it scores. Great effort by Nicholas to try to make the save, but Hyro leads 4-3.
Was a fine effort, as you said, by Nicholas. Hyro goes straight to the outside with this. Boom to the outside. Nicholas reads it. Looking to try to get us. He did. That ball touched the cesta. If you can touch it, if you can touch the ball with your cesta, you can throw it with your cesta generally. But it helps to have both feet on the ground.
Hyro on the right side, low and hard. Nicholas let it pass. Makes a tough save on the back end. Big bouncer. Hyro moves to the outside of the court. On the right side, low and hard. Nicholas with a high scoop. There's the backhand. Hyro setting up at the 8 line. Robote powered overhead, cutting inside again. Nicholas just lays it up. Hyro attacking on the right side from the 6 line, low and hard. Nicholas scoops it up. There's a backhand. Just above the pad, Hyro's got it on the right side. This one coming in low and hard. Nicholas scoops it. The long 2-wall is too low. Hyro leads 5-3. He's got a possible set and a possible match point.
That may be an example of going to the well one too many times. He wasn't in particularly good footing to try to get that ball in.
Nicholas stands in there, handles the serve, blasts the backhand. Hyro waiting for it, turns it overhead. Nicholas stops it in the air. Inside placement, stays inside on the wall, and it scores. 4 points for Nicholas, still going here.
Those balls have a habit of biting when you throw it that close to the front wall. They have a habit of grabbing that sidewall and turning into kind of like just a dink off the sidewall. This one stayed in the whole way. Beautifully executed by Nicholas. That ball just touches the slight, again,
First,
half
yeah,
inch.
It opens up.
Yep.
Nice Robote back into the corner on the wall. Great concentration by Hyro. Nicholas, though, attacking a 2-wall. Stopped on the outside. Hyro blasts the forehand. That will score for the win. Point, set, and match. A hard-fought match going to Hyro. Winning in 3 sets, taking the final set 6-4. Hyro ties things up 1 point apiece on this game day. And up next, we're going to see the 6th division doubles matchup here. Williams and Julan with a chance for a perfect season. They will take on the team of CRB and Kubala. Kubala, the substitute, coming in for Robin, who is out today for the Devils. That match will be coming your way in just under 2 minutes. And let's take a look at that game day scoreboard, all tied up. Yeah, Warriors trying to get back into the top spot in our standings. See the Devils there in 4th place, looking to overtake the Chargers. And again, actually looking at the schedule here, the Chargers and Devils will be playing each other on the 3rd of May. That'll be this upcoming Friday night. Devils and Chargers could decide the 3rd and 4th seed in our regular season. Hyro, just 1 loss in singles this season, 2 losses combined in doubles. Let's hear from him, 2nd division player for the Devils.
All right, Hyro, congratulations on winning that match. You and Nicholas have been battling for a few seasons now. What is the key to beating one of the top players in this division?
Well, like I can say it is never give up, because even I lost bad the first set, I say okay, second set is a new game. I won with a little luck, so when I got the second set, I say okay, it's a match for just 1 set. So never give up. It's the key. Never give up.
Well,
Be strong mentally.
Well, Hyro, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens in today's game day.
Okay, thank you.
Up next, 6th division doubles here. Again, substitute needed for the Devils today. Robin is out, so Kubala comes in off the taxi squad. Will replace Robin, and Kubala only available in the 4th division and higher. So Robin, the 4th ranked player. Kubala slides in here into the backcourt. And not an easy matchup against Williams and Julan. They come into this one 9-0, looking for their 10th win and a perfect season. See if they can get it done.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next match. Williams will have the serve for the Warriors. Williams serves, we begin. With an overserve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Kubala from the backhand. Here's the catch by Julan. Kubala moves up, backhand to the inside. Here's a forehand by Julan. This one caught by CRB. Julan from the forehand, sending it deep. Kubala takes it on the bounce. Forehand from the 13 line over the top. Julan's there. Kubala, difficult catch made at the sidewall, deep in the backcourt. Here's a backhand by Julan. CRB takes in the front court, backhand from the 8 line. Here's Julan. Kubala on the bounce, again at the 13 line. Catch by CRB. Here's the backhand. CRB did not have control of that ball, and his cesta threw too quick and sent it to the overhead screen. First point goes to Williams and Julan. Williams serves.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, just kind of quick into the throwing motion there, and you can tell. I mean, that ball was sent way up high.
Yeah, he never stopped the ball.
And just sent, catching a piece of that overhead screen.
Kubala on the backhand to the inside. Julan lets it pass. Rabote dropping. He makes a save. Rabote forehand. Hooked by Julan. 1-1. CRB serves for the Devils.
I had to guess that maybe Julan saw his front court partner out of the corner of his eyes. He went to throw that Rabote because he really hooked that one into the sidewall and didn't need to. And the one thing that Kubala does give you in the backcourt is, I mean, he's a great glove. I mean, he catches almost everything, and CRB can kill some points up in the front. There's a chance for this Devils team.
CRB backhand from the 8 line. Caught on the forehand of Julan. Julan from the right side. CRB's there. Backhand. Julan again. CRB from the left side. Backhand back to the 11. Here's Julan on the return. Kubala advances. Backhand from the 8. CRB. Backhand 2 pass. Rabote. Rabote saved. Hits the overhead screen, which is out of play. That's 2 points for the red shirts, CRB and Kubala. CRB serves, and of course the discussion is that the ball hit a part of that overhead screen, where it just keeps going and going and going and going and going like that battery bunny. Just keeps going and going and going. That ball's still going.
I didn't see it drop down, but
it's because it's still going.
Still going, yeah. That's it.
CRB on the serve to the outside. Here's Julan. Tough catch. Just tipped. 2 points for Williams and Julan. We're all tied up. Williams has the serve for the Warriors.
And just perfectly placed. I mean, crossing the sidewall, deep in the backcourt. Kubala reaching up high as it crosses to try to make that catch. Timing has to be spot on. Just missed it.
Here's the backhand by Kubala. Julan on the backhand to the inside. CRB's there. Backhand from the 8 line. CRB on the catch. Powerful throw, too hard. CRB threw that one into the overhead screen. 3 points for Williams and Julan. Williams serves. Yes. One thing that you do see in this division a bit more than others, these unforced errors.
Right, and CRB's got enough power that he doesn't need everything in the tank to pass from the right or the left side. So I'd like to see him throw it a little bit lower, keep that same type of pace on the throw, but you don't have to mess with the overhead screen.
Low hard serve is short. Fault, under serve, second serve must be good. Kubala advances, makes the catch, backhand, caught by Julan. Julan from the right side. Here's the backhand. Kubala goes to the outside. That outside placement is out of play. 4 points for Williams and Julan. Williams has the serve.
That's one thing that Kubala doesn't have compared to Robin is the shots. I mean, Robin mixes in some 2-walls, outside placement. You see that one just a little bit wide. I like to see him going for it, though.
Williams grabs a hold of this ball. Powerful backhand, and Kubala's there. Backhand by Kubala, caught by Julan. Powerful forehand by Julan. Kubala. Julan at the 8 line. Right side to the inside. Here's a backhand by Kubala. CRB's there. Backhand from the 7 line to the inside. Here's a backhand by Kubala. Kubala again to the inside. Robote left side. CRB makes a save. Here's Julan from the forehand. Big right side. Robote save. Ball tipped. 3 points for the red shirts. Kubala and CRB. CRB has a serve for the Devils.
Well, we saw the same type of thing happen in the first singles match of the day. I mean, Douglas was attacking on the ball as Julan was right here. Drops, tough angle, and if you don't get to it in the air, it sets up a very difficult scoop. Oraron with a little more intent behind his throw, trying to bounce it over his opponent. That one just kind of opened up. Same result, though. 3rd point for the Devils. Only a 1-point deficit here. I mean, working without Robin. This is a team that we've seen play together before. CRB and Kubala, I believe, is the 6th team for the Devils in some previous seasons, but not easy to get thrusted into this position and take on the top team in your division.
Big backhand, Robote coming out. Robote forehand by CRB. Kubala, beautiful catch at the 13 line, backhand to the inside. Kubala, good pickup. Here's the backhand. Scoop attempt tipped. 4-4 is the score. CRB will serve for the Devil.
Not making life easy for him. Dropping it at the feet again. Forcing a tough scoop, and not easy to make those, especially when the ball doesn't have a ton of power. I mean, the quicker it's moving, you just kind of put the cesta in position and try to scoop it up. Be a little more patient and make sure you secure the catch when it's kind of floating like that.
Kubala on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 9 line. Powerfully thrown. Robote left side to the inside. Robote left side. Here's the catch by Julan. Powerfully thrown by Julan. Robote save. It's a 2-all. Julan stays in the front court, moves to the outside, throws it low and hard to the inside where it scores. 5-4 in favor of the Warriors. Williams and Julan. Williams has a serve.
The good defense but better offense prevails in this point. Julan on the outside. Again, second time, a little more to the inside. Kubala's in position, kind of waiting for him to elevate it and maybe turn the rebote, but that one not making it out to him off the back wall.
Here's a backhand by Julan. CRB on the catch. Backhand. CRB on the catch. Karam. Here's the backhand by Kubala to the inside. Julan's there. Kubala calls for it, makes the catch at the 13 line. Rebote. Julan on the catch, midcourt. Low and hard. Scooped up by Kubala. Here's the backhand. It passes. Rebote for Julan. Julan makes the save. Kubala now from the 10 line. Low Costado inside. Picked up by Julan. Low and hard by Julan. Caught by Kubala. Kubala goes deep. Caught by Julan. Here's the backhand from the 8. Big backhand. Clears the overhead screen. Rebote forehand. Caught by Williams. Williams powerfully from the left side. Kubala's there. In and out of the cesta the ball goes. That is 5-5. This is set point. CRB serves.
And again, showing you the value of just crossing the side wall. I mean, Kubala's not throwing these all too hard, but pretty consistent on the numbers. And then, I mean, you see it pop out of the basket right there, the reaction by Julan. Ball's got a bunch of spin on it. And if you don't break the wrist as you're making that catch, it's going to pop out just like that. 5-5. Chance for CRB and Kubala to take this opening set.
Here's a backhand, powerfully thrown. Big right side by Julan. Rebote left side. Just catch by Julan. Kubala keeps the rebote for himself. Julan takes it on the quick bounce. Kubala on the catch. Forehand from the 12 line. Ball tipped.
Oh my.
Point and set for CRB and Kubala. A minute 30 goes on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set. And you see the players coming back to the ESPN3 Players Cage. Players taking their breaks here in between sets and before matches. See Kubala there in a Devils jersey coming in off the taxi squad for Robin, who's out with illness at home sick. You see Kubala consulting with Hyro and, of course, CRB. Two have played together for a number of years. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently in our third of 6 scheduled matches for the game day. A high five from Oraron, and then we switch over to the Warriors. See Julan there seated on the bench. And Williams, he of course has had a tremendous season with Julan. Just absolutely tremendous season. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our second obligatory set. Williams will have the serve for the Warriors. There's the serve. We begin. Backhand. Backhand by Kubala. Here's the catch by Julan at the 11 line. Long carom. Will score. That's beautifully executed by Julan to score.
And CRB's fast. Got it by him. You just have to make sure that if you throw the carom that CRB's not in good position to take it on the outside because he's got a great right side and can kill it.
Hard serve by Williams. Handled well.
Great catch.
Point goes to CRB and Kubala. CRB has the serve.
You understand, you want to pass. I mean, that's, basic strategy here in highlight, but, you got to look who you're playing against. I mean, you'd rather have Kubala make the catch back beyond the 12 or 13 line, and he's not going to be able to pass on the return throw from there.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Rotate left side by CRB. Here's the catch by Williams.
Oh, tipped.
That is a second point for CRB and Kubala. CRB has a serve for the Devils.
Unless Williams has a really good shot planned, you'd rather let that one bounce and have Julan handle it in the backcourt. I mean, to reach in front of your backcourt or to tip the ball, not ideal, to say the least.
Here's a catch by Julan, backhand from the 12 line to the inside. Here's a backhand by Kubala. Julan makes the catch at the 10 line. Powerful forehand. Here's a catch by Kubala at the back wall. Big right side by Kubala. Well played by Julan. Karam caught on the forehand of CRB. CRB going from left to right, not sure which way he was going to go. Julan sends it deep. Rabote left side by CRB is tipped mid-court by Julan. That is 3 points for CRB and Kubala. CRB has the serve.
The most common mistake in highlight. I mean, pull up a replay. He was looking straight forward. I mean, pretty simple. Straight towards, not straight forward.
Yeah, I mean,
you're thinking it was a straightforward catch.
Cameras from the front and being able to see the players is you see them, they're moving to a ball, you see the ball is lined up with their cesta, and if it's lined up close enough, you see their eyes someplace else.
Right. Yeah, his eyes were looking straight forward, not towards that cesta at all as the ball was coming in.
That ball is dropping. CRB sent it to the overhead screen. That's 2 points for Williams and Julan. Williams has the serve for the Warriors.
You have to remember, this is Kubala's first battle court match this year as well. I mean, these guys have been going for a couple months, and he's thrusted right into this role and just been picked up right where he left off when we saw him in, what was that? Is it the spring 23 season? I think the last time when he was on the Devils. He was out the last season with a knee injury. On the taxi squad this year is a fourth-ranked player, a higher substitute, and getting his first opportunity.
That ball tipped and scoring. Tie is 3-3. We're tied at 3-3, rather. Williams has the serve for the Warriors. Fault underserve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. The good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Big right side to the inside. Here's the catch by Kubala. Kubala over the top. Big bounce to the inside.
Oh,
Here's
my,
Julan.
what a catch.
Julan powerfully from the forehand. Backhand by Kubala.
Oh, just cleared. My, oh, my.
Robote forehand to the inside. That ball crosses in the corner and scores. Well thrown by Julan. Good effort by Kubala. Williams and Julan get the point. They lead 4-3.
He got that crossing back beyond the 13 line. Kubala stood in there, made a couple tough catches. That may be the toughest of them all. And let this lead slip away. I mean, CRB and Kubala were out ahead 3-1. It's a nice run here by Williams and Julan to get themselves back into this set, potentially force a third one.
Here's the backhand by Kubala. Julan with the catch deep in the backcourt. Big right side, caught by CRB. CRB goes deep. Julan makes the catch on the 13 line. CRB midcourt, backhand, hard. Julan with a fine catch to the side wall. This Robote coming all the way out. Robote with control. Julan makes the catch. Ball tipped by CRB on the outside. That is 5 points for Williams and Julan. That is possible set point for the Warriors.
You know, just a catch you have to make if you're CRB. You want to pull off the upset here against one of the top teams. I mean, that's coming right to his forehand on the outside, not particularly hard. Shoulder, waist level, somewhere in there. That's his bread and butter. A rare miss on that side.
Here's a backhand. Hard throw to the inside. Backhand by Julan. Kubala moves up, makes a difficult catch. Julan's there. Big right side by Julan. Scoop attempt is tipped. Point and set for Williams and Julan, taking the second set 6-3. We'll move on to a third and decisive set in just 1 minute, 30 seconds.
And the third set will decide this match. Third match of the game day. Again, the first two were split. Oraron against Douglas in the first match. Douglas was able to win there, and Hyro against Nicholas in match 2, where Hyro was able to get the win in 3 sets. And again, Kubala, I mean, the epitome of just catching one more ball than your opponent. I mean, doing a great job there in the backcourt. See that Devils team right there, but with the Warriors, I mean, able to overcome a few unforced errors in that set. I mean, Julan and 2 or 3 balls that, you know, you can ask him, probably he would expect that he wouldn't miss those. But in the end, how about how you come back? These guys won 5 straight points to take that second set, forcing up this third one. It's been still undefeated at 9-0, but, you know, hasn't been all too easy. Been a bunch of 3-setters, been a bunch of close matches, but Williams and Julan somehow able to squeeze out all these wins. Looking to do it once again here to complete the perfect season. See Correa in there, talking with Williams and Julan both. We'll be seeing him a little bit later on in the game day. Final set, ready to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our third and final set. CRB will have the serve for the Devils. There's serve by CRB. Our third set is now underway with an overserve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand, 7 line. Here's the backhand. That goes wall to wall. Robote coming out. Kubala backhand from the 12 line. Robote forehand, down low. CRB and Kubala first up on the board here in the third and final set. CRB has a serve. Reminder, each one of these teams has a set under their belt. So the first team to reach 6 points will win the match. Here's a backhand by Julan. Kubala, backhand from the 9 line. Difficult save made by Williams. Very well played. CRB, low and hard to the inside, does not cross the side wall, feeds. Julan on the left side. Robote forehand. Here's Julan from the side wall. Powerful, powerful right side. Kubala with a fine catch. Kubala from the left side. Ball tipped in the backcourt. 2 points for CRB and Kubala. CRB has the serve.
Again, just dropping these right at Julan's feet. I mean, a line or half a line in front of him, forcing him to make these tough scoops, moving backwards, and just missed a couple. Enough to get the lead here now in this third set, 2-0.
Excellent catch by Julan off a very good serve by CRB. This ball is tipped off the bounce in the backcourt. That's a point for Williams and Julan. Once again, we're in the third and decisive set. Williams has the serve for the Warriors.
And finally mixing it up, Julan there in the backcourt, dropping one in front of Kubala. He was waiting for it, just missed it there on the right side. You're going to see a few more misses to Kubala's right compared to the left.
Here's a backhand. Backhand by Julan. Julan on the forehand. Here's the backhand. Forehand to the inside. Here's the catch by Julan. Julan from the right side. Hard throw. CRB gets in there to make the save. Julan with a hop, makes the catch about the 7 line. Powerful throw. Kubala's there, beautiful catch. Nice backhand. Julan stops it on the right side. What a catch by Kubala in the corner. Low runner. Kubala comes up with it at the 12 line. Backhand. Williams is there. Backhand. Kubala from the 10. Low runner. Caught the sidewall. Took a little off it. Here's the backhand by Julan. Robote forehand by Kubala. Big bounce. Comes to the forehand of Williams. Williams from the right side. CRB is looking for Robote. He makes the save. Julan comes across court to catch it on the right side. Puts it back outside, and CRB stops it. Hard forehand. Caught by Williams. Here's the backhand. This point is still going. Robote for Julan. CRB's there. Backhand to the inside. Julan on the catch. Backhand. Kubala now from the 9 line. Kubala, tremendous catch at the back wall. He brings it big over the top. Julan makes the catch at the 5. Karam scooped up by CRB. Backhand to pass. Here's Cool Williams. There's the backhand to the inside. What
Oh,
a catch by Julan. Kubala from the 13 line, big backhand. Julan's there again. Beautiful catch by Kubala. Here's the backhand. Robote. Robote forehand laid up. CRB's on it. CRB with a 2-all. That is out. That's off the court and out of play. Such a well-played point right up until then by all 4 players. 2 points for Williams and Julan.
Yeah, you just didn't need it at that time. I mean, lengthy point. You don't want to be the one to throw it off the court, and that one not really close. Especially in doubles, I mean, the split placement a little bit more effective, trying to get it to Williams' left side compared to his right. All in all, still 2-2 in this third set.
Good hard serve by Williams. Here's the backhand. Good catch by Julan at the back wall. Big right side. Kubala advances. 2-all. Stopped by Williams. Williams stopped by CRB. CRB to the inside. Julan makes the catch. 3 points for the Warriors. Williams and Julan. Williams has the serve.
And another great comeback by this Warriors team down in this third set. They just fought their way back. How about Williams? I mean, on that lengthy point to tie things up at 2-2 just a few moments ago. I mean, moving into the backcourt, just knowing where he needs to be, playing with Julan.
Excellent serve by Williams. Fine catch by Kubala. Here's the backhand by Julan. Kubala's there. Backhand from the 10 line. Here's the backhand. Here's the backhand. Wall to wall. Robote coming out.
Oh, what a catch there.
Here's Williams on the forehand from the 8 line. Powerfully thrown to the inside. Kubala's there. Backhand from the 10 line. Here's Julan. Bote left side splitter. Caught by Williams. Williams on the backhand. Caught by Kubala. Kubala backhand 2-all with a light touch. Scooped up by Williams. Williams powerfully from the forehand. And Kubala's there. Light touch again. This time to the inside. Powerful, powerful backhand. Robote coming all the way out to the 5 line. Turn to pass beautifully by CRB. Backhand by Kubala. Julan, fine catch at the 12. CRB has it midcourt. Backhand passing. Robote coming out. Julan keeps the Robote for his right side. Big right side. Robote coming out. Kubala saves the Robote. Here's Julan. Julan low and hard. Kubala looks for the Robote again. Plays it low and hard. To the outside it goes. Julan has it. Rifles it. And it's home to score. Such a well-played point again by all 4 players. Williams and Julan have 4. CRB and Kubala with 2. First to 6 will win the set and the match.
And Kubala doing pretty much all he can there in the backcourt. I mean, not responsible for killing the point. I mean, saving everything, catching everything, giving CRB great support. The difference is that right side of Julan. I mean, it's an effective shot maker up there for one of these 2 teams, and you see it's a 2-point difference in this third set scoreline. That right side's a big reason why.
Here's a forehand. Here's a catch by Julan. Robote left side. Serbi makes the save. Serbi to the inside. Julan on the run.
Oh, and
that falls short. 3 points for the red shirt. CRB and Kubala still very much in it. CRB has the serve for the Devils.
just even when you keep the ball to the inside, I mean, first of all, you don't risk throwing it off the court, but good things could happen. I mean, dying off the back wall, forcing a tough rebote there by Julan that didn't make it. And from the costado, the way the ball spins off the back wall, it really drops down at a sharp angle. So a very effective way to kill it. CRB figuring that out here in this third set now, just a 1-point deficit.
Here's a backhand by Julan. Rebote saved by CRB.
On the wall.
Williams gets in there, juggling on the catch of Williams. 4-4 is the score. CRB serves.
It can roll around in the basket, but it just can't. It has to maintain contact with the base of the basket, and referees obviously saw that, made the call.
Good catch by Julan off a very good serve by CRB. Here's CRB on the backhand, powerfully thrown. Julan with the catch at the 13 line. Kubala saves the rebote. Julan attacks, has it overhead. Low and hard. Kubala for the rebote, makes the play. Here's Julan midcourt. Karam, stopped by CRB. Karam by CRB, scores.
Look at that.
5 points for CRB and Kubala of the Devils, possible match point.
A little bit more effective killing the point from the right side. CRB throws the Karam. I'll tell you what, Williams has been impressive on the catch today. That's really the first one that you probably expect him to make a play on it. Crucial time, though, 5-4 lead. The Devils, 2 chances to close it out.
Here's the backhand by Julan. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand. Right to the forehand of Julan. There's a catch by
one.
CRB. CRB low and hard. What a catch by Julan. Rebote coming back out. Drop shot Rebote.
Oh, he missed
Will
it.
score for the win. Point set in a hard-fought match going for CRB and Kubala in the third and final set, 6-4.
Wow, what a win there. Kubala in his first opportunity. CRB giving that bicep a little bit of a kiss. A highlight tattoo there. His patented celebration coming out again here for the first time in our spring 24 season. What a win for the Devils. 1.5 points and handing Williams and Julan their first loss of the season. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there. Blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an
by
amazing
Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. Let's take a look here at the game day scoreboard. The Devils move within 1.5 points of third place. And again, the Devils' final game day of the year will be against the Chargers. So again, they really control their own destiny for the number 3 seed. I need some points today, though. What a win by CRB and Kubala. Let's hear from the 6th team for the Devils.
All right, CRV, Kubala, congratulations on winning this match. This team was put together just today due to Robin's injury. How were you guys able to knock off the top team in this division in such short notice?
We actually played with each other just a whole year ago, and we played really well with each other. We learned each other's game, and I was excited to know that he was going to come replace Robin.
Yeah, they told me this afternoon that there was an issue with Robin, that I would be playing for him, and so I got ready to go. Me and Chad talked about it real quick, said, hey, how about we do it like we used to, and we did.
Exactly.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what has happened in today's game day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Up next, 4th Division doubles matchup here. Correa and Manny take on Hyro and Rock. Hyro already with one of the wins for the Devils on the game day. See if they can add another one right here. Really the matchup up in the front court, the one to watch. Hyro against Correa. Well, you know what Manny's capable of there in the back, but can Hyro neutralize, can Correa neutralize Hyro up there in the front? That'll be the key. Ready to go with match 4. Warriors have the serve. That serve begins our 4th match. Low runner to the inside on the bounce. Manny backing up. He scooped it up. Hard throw into the corner. Here's Hyro on the right side. Powerful throw. Dropping. Manny waiting for the rebote on the back end. Puts it up the middle. Hyro attacking on the right side. Low and hard. Crossing the sidewall. Manny scoops it up. Hyro again on the backhand. Manny keeps it on the left side. This one drops between the Devils on the wall. Hyro just flicks it up. Correa attacking on the bounce. On the forehand. Rips it to the inside. Rock turns a rebote from the backcourt. The high 3-wall play not opening up enough. Hyro drops it to the inside. Big, big bounce. Ooh, Manny got a cesta on it. Just couldn't control it. First point of our 4th match goes to the Devils, Hyro and Rock.
Yeah, Manny's made several of those catches there with the hand on the sidewall, but that one just not working. Wound up knocking it down. Very much think that this match is going to turn on Rock's ability to avoid unforced errors. Communication between he and Hyro is pretty solid.
Backhand inside. Rock keeps it on the left. Correa reaching back beyond the 10 line, pulls it in. Here's Rock back over the top to the inside, waiting for it. Back there at the 13 line, here's Manny. Rock's backhand kicking up and into the overhead screen. That is out of play. Warriors tied up 1-1.
Yeah, it's Rock and the unforced errors that have really been a problem for him throughout 2023 and 2024. Keep the ball away from the overhead screen. Just keep the ball in play. If you wind up throwing the ball to your opponent, it's still better than throwing it into the overhead screen.
Backhand by Manny from the 12 line. Hyro backing up, stops it on the forehand. Long drop shot. Scores.
Well, I'll tell you, Hyro, look, he got lucky with that. If we looked at it on replay again, these drop shots are in the air solidly at the 3 and 4 line. So you're basically just betting that your opponent's gonna miss it. And if you give that to Correa on his right side, get ready for the pelota enema, because that's just not gonna work. Work there.
Here's Correa from the 8 line. Backhand 2-wall to the middle of the court. Here's Correa on the forehand. Halfway to the inside, taken off the sidewall. Great catch there by Hyro. He launches the backhand. Takes Correa up to the 4 line. He drops it inside. Here's Hyro backing up. Quick bounce catch on the forehand. Hard inside again. Taken in by Correa. Here's Rock now, the backhand from the 12 line, picked off on the inside. Correa dropping it at the feet of Hyro. He steps up. This one takes Manny out of it again. Correa lines it up, drops it inside. Hyro advancing. Ooh, the drop shot is dropped into the pad, and the pad is bad. 2-2, we're tied up.
Hyro's been working these drop shots today. I don't know if he's tired. I don't really have an explanation for it. Hyro's not someone who changes his game. You know, people have talked to him about throwing the 2-wall, throw the kill shot, throw the kill shot. He's been part of the longest volleys in the history of Jai-Alai, definitely the longest volleys here on now 3 or 4 different occasions. He's not a guy who changes his game up very much.
Manny scooped it up deep in the backcourt, puts it on the wall. Hyro takes it off. Here's the backhand. Picked off by Manny. Hyro on the hop. Outside placement. Lands outside the court. 3 points for Correa and Manny.
Something different, but coming from the right side, so not entirely unexpected. What he has been doing, he threw that. This gets a little into the weeds of technique, but he threw that 3/4 or over the top, which is what you use for big bounce on the right side. He often throws that more sidearm.
Manny takes it off the wall, backhand to the inside. Rock ranging back for it, stops it. High hard throw on the wall. Manny, the last second, lets that one come out. Correa's there for the rebote. Hyro attacking on the right side. Low and hard. Correa gets in there with a backhand stuck in the pad.
I can't imagine that Manny's thrilled with that. I mean, Correa reached in front of Manny to make that catch on his non-dominant side, and then came low and hit the pad.
Rebote forehand over the top. On the inside, Manny on the bounce. At the feet of Hyro, steps out of the way. Here's Rock from the backcourt. Backhand sticks inside. Correa reaching low. His backhand towards the inside. Hyro's got it. Wall to wall on the return. Correa just lays it up. Hyro steps around it, keeps it on the forehand. Blasts it to the inside. Manny with a quick bounce catch. On the wall, here's Hyro now from the left side. Backhand dropping low. Manny makes a play. Low and hard again. Hyro gets back involved, picks it off the wall. Manny now from the forehand, deep in the backcourt, puts it inside. Hyro cuts it off on the right side. Hard throw. Manny's there with a tip ball, though. Unable to make that catch. The Devils retake the lead 4-3.
Now that's a bit of an uncharacteristic miss on the part of Manny.
Rebote coming out. Correa high off the front wall. Gets this one into the backcourt. Rock lets it pass. Hyro flicks it up. Correa takes it in back behind him. Forehand blasted inside. Cut off by Hyro. Wall to wall on this return. That clears the overhead screen. Correa still looking for it. Drops it inside. Just out of reach of Hyro. But he's got the rebote. Manny crashing into the sidewall. Puts it back over the top. Rock waiting for it at the 13 line. Back over the top. To the inside, Manny on the hop, reaching up high to pull it in. Hyro backing up, he scoops it on the right side over the top. When that caught the corner, Correa. Low and hard again, back to Hyro.
Beautiful
Correa
catch.
with a great catch off the sidewall, backhand coming up the middle. Not a lot on that rebote, spinning save by Hyro. Ball floating off the sidewall, Manny attacks the backhand. Just out of reach. Hyro's rebote, hard throw up the middle. Here's Manny on the right side, back over the top, looking across the sidewall. Rock stays with it. Back over the top, here's Manny just beyond the 12 line. Backhand inside placement. Rebote, forehand, laid up. Manny again on the backhand, picks it off. There's Hyro from the 9 line. And from deep in the backcourt, puts it on the wall. Hyro let that one pass front ways, but he turns the rebote on the backhand. Correa up in front of the 5 line. Another backhand, wall to wall with a big bounce. Hyro turns it to pass. Correa just drops it inside. Rock out of the way. Hyro comes back for the rebote. Manny now from the 11. Puts it back over the top. Just out of reach of Hyro. Rock going up for it again. Manny back at the 13 line, puts it over the top. Rock waiting. Quick bounce catch here on the forehand of Correa. Outside placement, that's outside the court. 5 points for the Devils. Hyro and Rock, they have a possible set point.
Understand the idea. Correa was going for the outside placement from the right side. He's got about as good a one as any on the roster of any of the players, but that one just landed wide. Again, an unforced error.
Manny on the inside from the 12 line. Here's Rock. Puts it back to the left side of Manny. Manny advancing. On the wall, Hyro with a great catch. Backhand from up at the 9 line. Trying to get this one to pass. Manny reaching in for it. Early call from Hyro. Rabote coming out. Big bounce to the inside. Manny controls it. Back over the top. Hyro now runs around it on the right side. Low and hard. Manny steps up, takes it in the air. Little clip. Takes Rock to the outside. Barreling into the cage. That ball is missed. 4 points for the Warriors.
Tremendous effort by Rock to try to get out there to the ball. Good throw by Manny.
Here's Rock there from the left side, low backhand. Manny backing up, crashing into the sidewall. He gets it off in time. Hyro early call, left side Rabote. Drop back to the inside. Here's Manny reaching up. Forehand over the top, gets by Hyro front ways. Rock reaches up. Manny at the 12 line, puts it inside again. Hyro, Rabote, dropped at the feet of Manny. Another one. Here's Rock now from the left side. The backhand coming in a little bit lower. Correa cuts it off. Well placed right on the wall. Crossing deep in the backcourt. Hyro turns it on the back end. Here's Manny. Hard to the inside again. Rock keeps it on the left side. Backhand. Hyro, a little more power behind this one. Manny steps up. Forehand crossing the sidewall. Just out of reach of Hyro. Here's Rock from deep in the backcourt. He puts it back over the top to the inside. Manny now. Rock over the top. Manny waiting for it. Back at the 13 line. Hard throw again. Backing up. Rock comes down with it. Deep in the backcourt. What a catch. Manny's Rabote comes up short. Point and set. Hyro and Rock close it out 6-4. Put a minute and a half up on the board, come back and play our second set.
What a reach by Rock there
Oh,
at
man.
the end, huh?
Well, you can't teach size, Stu. That's what they tell you in a bunch of other sports, and it helps to have a nice tall backcourter.
Yeah, it does. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're currently in the 4th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Here we are in the ESPN3 Players Cage. Players take their breaks here in between sets and to prepare for matches. There you see Hyro, again, one of the players who's fond of keeping his hand tied into the cesta.
He's got a good tie on there, and you see pretty consistently from him.
What constitutes a good tie, Andrew?
What does, Stu?
I like the way you did that. You thought I was trying to trap you in a question, you turned her out on me. I was trying to trap you in a question. If you want to make the comment, you better know what it is. Well, a good tie is, so your hand goes in there, and it's, long story short, it's custom made, but it's not custom necessarily fit.
Right.
So your hand can feel a little loose, fingers can feel a little loose, part of your hand can feel a little loose in there. You can adjust that by putting your hand further in and by getting a good tie, by tying that cest in so you're stretching the leather over the top of your hand and affirming it to the top of both your hand and wrist. And that's what he's got there. He's got a good tie.
It's the way that Hyro's been throwing the ball at the speed he does. Got to be pretty secure in there, or else it come flying off. Ready to go with set number 2. Correa and Manny have the serve. We begin our second set with an underserve. Second serve coming up for Correa. Hyro on the inside. Good catch there by Manny deep in the backcourt. Hyro leaping grab back there at the 10 line. Hard throw. This one coming out wall to wall. Correa lines it up, drops it to the inside. Hyro lines it up off the sidewall. Another big backhand. Well out of the reach of Manny, cutting inside. Correa drops it on the wall. Hyro lines it up. That one crossing, tough play. For Bote, this one laid up. Hyro stops it on the bounce. Hard throw, back to the inside. Backing up, Manny scooped it up. Rock down middle of the court. High and hard. Just out of reach of Correa. Manny now, quick bounce catch back over the top to the inside. Hyro's got another one. This one kicking way out again. Correa back up the middle. Rock out of the way. Hyro, right side of Bote. And he runs under it again. Fake the carom, drops it over the top. Rock reaching up high. From the 13 line, sidearm forehand. Cut off there by Correa. Hard to the inside, Manny now from the 10, back over the top. Rock reaches up. Manny, this one coming in a little lower. Rock runs around that one, his backhand. Opens up to the middle of the court, right at the feet of Correa. Clean miss, Manny in position, turns the Robote on the backhand. Hyro though from the outside, low and hard. Manny trying to get in position for the Robote, he turns it. Hyro keeps the pressure on. Another forehand. This one coming in a little lower. Manny forced to scoop it up. He does. Hyro again. Another backhand. This one kicking way out. Robote. Forehand. Correa slaps it to the middle of the court. Hyro. Low and hard on the return. Manny's there to scoop it up. The backhand from the 11th line. Just out of reach. Here's Hyro. On the hop. Correa blasts it to the inside. Rock reaching in. Rock from deep in the backcourt. This one opens up. Correa keeps it on the left side, the backhand. On the hop, Hyro comes cross court to make the play. Back over the top. Quick bounce catch here by Hyro at the 9 line. Outside placement. Juggled. Juggling the call. And that'll be a point for Hyro and Rock to begin our second set. Well played first point.
So you mentioned it earlier, juggling. What is juggling? So the ball comes into the cesta and it will roll. You'll see they'll catch it deep, like towards their hand, but deep in the cesta. When they throw it, it's all the way up at the tip. The ball has to roll up there. It just can't lose contact with the surface of the cesta. If the judge sees it lose contact as opposed to just roll, there'll be a call of juggling.
Just out of reach of Rock. Hyro, Robote over the top. Manny in the corner. Robote left side now. Hyro, softer touch. Manny steps up, pulls it in up at the 10. Backhand on the wall. Great catch now by Rock. Manny over the top, kicking up. Rock there back at the 13 line. Right at the corner. No play for Correa. Lets it come back to Manny. This one right on the wall. Rock comes away with it over the top again. Correa couldn't advance under it. Here's Manny from the backcourt. Hard to the inside. Early call from Hyro on the Robote. Turns it back over the top. Big bounce. Settling at the 12 line. Here's Manny. Rock thought about it. Hyro turns it on the back end. Manny now from the 11 line, sidearm play coming up the middle. Hyro stops it, winds up the forehand, blasts it to the inside, and it scores. 2 points for the Devils.
Manny may have missed more in this one match than he has all season. Obviously, I know that's not exactly true, but the truth of the matter is that we've seen at least 2 just tip balls by Manny that we're just not used to seeing. Manny usually catches everything. Sometimes he lets it pass him and goes to make a rebote that he misses, but as far as catching balls coming at him, it's just too good.
Hyro's backhand is launched. Correa stays with it. Keeps it to the inside. Hyro. Some pressure on. Forehand. Crossing deep in the backcourt. Manny, what a catch. No look on the right side. Hyro again up at the 8 line. High, hard throw. Here's the rebote. Forehand. Laid up. Hyro hard throw up the middle. Correa comes cross court. There's a backhand. Puts it on the wall. Rock reaching in. Backhand. Stopped overhead again. Here's Correa. This one a little bit closer to the sidewall in the corner. Hyro's got the rebote though. Hyro back there at the 10 line. Turns another one. Here's Manny on the forehand. Crossing the sidewall again, kicking up. Rock with a good catch. Correa keeps it on the right side. The forehand into the backcourt. There's Rock. Perfect position to make the play. And he again faked the outside placement, drops it over the top. Hyro, tough save on the rebote, and that's going to land wide. First point for Correa and Manny. Under serve, second serve coming up. Rock from the backhand, keeps it inside. Manny now. Low runner just above the pad. Hyro pulls it in. Manny out of the way. Correa alone for the rebote, and it's missed. That's a 3-1 lead for the Devils. Backhand from Rock to the inside. Forehand back over the top to the inside. Here's Rock. Big backhand coming up the middle. Hyro on the rebote. Forehand keeps it to the inside. Manny ducks. Correa lines it up. Hyro attacking. Costado inside. Scoop by Manny. Manny over the top. Hard to the inside again. Here's Rock from deep in the backcourt. Off the wall. Manny handles in the air from the 11 line. Forehand rebote, push to the outside on the bounce. Hyro attacks on the 7 line. Manny elects to run around it, and he saves the rebote. Hyro again, another Costado. This one's a 2-wall. Stop by Correa. Good defense there on the outside. Ball floating in the corner. Rock comes away with it. Out to the middle of the court. Correa again from the 7. Low and hard. Rock standing in. Hard throw back over the top. Crossing the sidewall. Manny makes the play. Oh, That ball hit Manny off the side wall. That's going to be a point for the Devils. Out there. Under serve, second serve coming up. Backhand, play to the inside by Manny. Robote, forehand. High off the front wall. Correa reaching back behind him from the 9 line. Hard throw up the middle. Hyro calls him off on the Robote. Perfect position to make the save. Quick bounce. Here's Manny back over the top to the inside. Hyro cuts it off. Wall to wall from the left side, right side rather. There's the Robote. Manny on the right side, back over the top from the 10 line. Here's Rock. Backhand from the 12 line. High hard play. That's a 3-wall. Correa looking for it. He got out there,
Beautiful
drops
save.
it inside. Rock in the corner. Forehand from the 12 line. Here's Manny back it up. Quick bounce catch on the forehand. Hyro back over the top. Middle court.
Tipped.
Oh, it's tipped. That is a 5-1 lead for the Devils. They have a possible set and a possible match point.
Have to imagine a very powerful serve is about to come up for Hyro. Again, he has played, this is the second match of the day, so we'll see if he's still got some left in the tank. He usually does.
Oh, that ball stayed inside. The ace will end it. Hyro and Rock take it in straight sets, 6-4, 6-1. Great. The Devils add another 1.5 points on the game day. Hyro and Rock deliver again for this team. Devils now have 4 points. That's enough for a tie. They're looking for the win, though. 2 matches remain. Up first, we have the top-ranked Devils match, Douglas and Nicholas against Oraron and Urbieta. That's coming up here in just about 2 minutes. Took a look at that game day scoreboard. You see 4 points for the Devils. They are tied up with the Chargers in terms of total points for the season. Again, after today, the Devils will have 1 game day remaining. The Chargers will have 2. However, that 1 game day for the Devils is against the Chargers. That will be this Friday night. That could be huge in determining who finishes in the 3rd seed and 4th seed in the playoffs. Hyro and Rock, though. Quick work of Correa and Manny, straight set victory. First straight setter of the day going in their favor. Let's hear from the 4th division team of the Devils, Hyro and Rock.
All right, Hyro, Rock, congratulations on winning that match. 7 wins in a row for this team. You guys just went up against one of the toughest backcourters in the roster in Manny. How were you able to limit his effectiveness from the back?
Just trying to get the ball in between them, just messed up their communication. We know that if they get agitated, things can kind of get out of whack a little bit for that team. So that's what we were just trying to find a way to get them a little bit agitated with each other or with themselves. But I was just fortunate. We were both fortunate just to be able to throw the ball in the right spots, hit our spots as we're throwing, and not trying to overdo anything.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens in today's game day.
Okay, thank you. Good job, Dennis. Good talk. Good speech.
Up next. Douglas and Nicholas take on Oraron and Urbieta, the top-ranked doubles match. Up next. Again, these two teams played early on in the season. That was back in late February on the 23rd. And again, different Oraron and Urbieta team when the Warriors last saw them. Douglas and Nicholas got the win the first time around. See if that will change right here. And the Warriors need these final two matches to tie the game day. The Devils need just one of these two for the win. But every point valuable here down the stretch of this spring 24 Battle Court season.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next match. Douglas has a serve for the Warriors. Douglas serves. We begin. Urbieta, backhand to the inside. Nicholas is there. Urbieta from the 12 line, backhand to the inside. Robote left side to the inside. Urbieta now from the 11 line. Nicholas, backhand from the 12. Oraron, backhand from the 8. Hard throw to the inside. Here's a backhand. Here's a catch by Douglas. Backhand to the inside. Urbieta on the catch. Douglas backhand from the 7. Hard throw to the inside, and Urbieta's there. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Backhand by Nicholas. Nicholas on the backhand from the 11 line. He goes deep, and Urbieta goes to the corner to make the play. Nicholas, backhand. Robote, that rebound off the back wall comes to the forehand of Oraron. Urbieta calls for it, backhand from the 10. Robote left side to the inside. Here's the catch by Nicholas. Urbieta from the 13 line, backhand to the inside. Ball tipped in the backcourt. A well-played first point goes for Oraron and Urbieta, the Devils. Reminder, the scoring in battle court, first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Yeah, this could be a long defensive battle here. I mean, we saw Oraron and Douglas competing in singles a little bit ago. That was more of an offensive match. Singles, a little more space on the court to score. Here in doubles, and the way that these guys play defense and move around, it's not easy to score almost anything, and they catch the ball at a high level.
What a catch by Urbieta, pulling it off the sidewall at the 11 line. Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Urbieta's there, backhand from the 12. Robote coming out. Big backhand. Robote coming out again. Robote forehand, low hard. Robote for Nicholas. Oraron, forehand Robote to the inside. Robote for Douglas. Douglas to the inside. Here's Urbieta. Robote forehand by Douglas. Urbieta's there. Backhand from the 10. Douglas on the Robote. That clips. Caught on the forehand of Oraron. Oraron hard to the inside, and Nicholas is there. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Urbieta on the catch. Douglas calls for the Robote. Passes to the left side of Urbieta. Douglas for the Robote from the 9 line. Here's Urbieta on the backhand from the 10. Beautiful catch by Urbieta. Nice backhand. Nicholas on the backhand of the inside. Here's Oraron. Oraron powerfully wall to wall from the left side. Here's the backhand. Beautiful catch by Urbieta. Up the wall and down with the ball. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Urbieta's there again. Urbieta, backhand from the 12. Robote forehand by Oraron, caught by Nicholas. Here's the backhand, low and hard. Robote save. Douglas attacks, winds up, rifles it outside, and it scores. 1-1. Douglas serves for the Warriors.
See the reaction by Douglas. Maybe got away with one there on the philo. I mean, it's just hard to react out of the cesta, and it opens up off the floor as well. And it's coming in hard, coming in fast, not easy to track it down. But Oraron's right side, I think he expects to make that play.
Big backhand by Urbieta. Here's a Robote forehand by Douglas. Catch by Urbieta. Urbieta from the right side. Douglas at the side wall. Fine catch at the 8 line. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Nicholas from the 12. Robote for Oraron over the top, inside, big bounce.
Wow.
Brought down by Nicholas and a beautiful catch. Oraron again, fires it straight back. Nicholas is there again. Robote forehand. Catch by Urbieta. Douglas comes out now. That ball's on the wall. He makes the save. Oraron makes the catch. Oraron costado to the inside. Nicholas is there. Robote forehand by Douglas. Catch by Urbieta. Urbieta from the right side. Robote left side to the inside. Ball tipped in the backcourt. A rare miss for Urbieta. 2 points for Douglas and Nicholas of the Warriors. Douglas has the serve. Reminder, the scoring in battle court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to reach 6 points will win the set, and the first team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Boy, not much there. Just a miss by Urbieta. I mean, straight to his left side on the bounce, not moving particularly fast. Don't see him miss many of those all season.
There's the backhand by Douglas. Robote coming out. Olaron's up. So's Douglas. Douglas is 2-all.
Oh, he got that
Stopped
one.
by Oraron. Stopped by Nicholas. Robote's save. Caught on the forehand of Douglas. Douglas going for that 3-wall play to the outside.
And it
It
opened.
will score. Tremendous effort by all 4 players making incredible catches. That point does go to Douglas and Nicholas. It's 3-1 in favor of the Warriors.
And the carambole is the right shot for Oraron. It's very difficult to control. I mean, look at Nicholas.
But he got up off the floor to catch that ball.
And this thing is not far above the pad. Look at this. Controls the catch on the outside, really secures it, and then his Warriors get the point from there. Very well done, and Douglas pointing back to his Nicholas after that catch.
What a catch by Urbieta. Here's the backhand. Douglas on the catch. Douglas powerfully from the left side, and Urbieta's there. Douglas again. Backhand. Blasted from the left side, and Urbieta's there. Nicholas, backhand from the 10 line. Urbieta, backhand to the inside. Nicholas reaches up. Backhand comes from the 11. Olaron down low makes the catch. Here's the backhand. Caught by Nicholas. Douglas now from the 8 line to the inside. Hard throw. Magic City bounce will take it. 4 points for the Warriors. Douglas and Nicholas lead 4-1. Douglas serves. Rebote left side by Douglas. Here's the catch by Urbieta. Backhand by Urbieta. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Olaron, powerful backhand. Rebote coming out, dropping. Douglas makes a tremendous save. Olaron takes it in the air. Costado back to the inside. Nicholas looking for Rebote. Low and inside, and Urbieta's there. Here's the backhand. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand fired by Douglas right up the middle. Olaron low and inside. That will score perfectly. Well done. 2 points for Olaron and Urbieta. Douglas and Nicholas with 4. Olaron serves.
Talk about threading the needle. I mean, look at where this one. I mean, it's a perfect camera angle for you to see it. I mean, just above the pad, dropping low
and
to
right
the
back
inside.
to the sidewall, too. I mean, I don't know that you throw it better than that.
I mean, how do you control it that low, even if Nicholas is able to touch the ball, get assessed on it? Controlling it's a whole nother story. Great shot there by Olaron. See if that gets the Devils going here.
Nicholas on the backhand. Urbieta from the 11. Backhand to the inside. Douglas is there. Beautiful catch by Urbieta, pulling it off the side wall. Nicholas from deep in the backcourt. Here's Olaron down low. Backhand powerfully thrown. Rebote fed up to the 4 line. Rebote saved by Urbieta. Douglas makes a great catch. Rifles it. Out.
I don't know. I think they're going to use it here. And I don't know if it's close. We're going to see here. It looks like they're...
Challenge.
Yeah.
The official call is call is challenged. So the ruling on the court was out.
Right.
And if it touches any part of the line, it's out.
And because the call on the floor was out, if replay says that the ball was in play, we will replay the point. The point will not go to the Warriors here. Again, we will get a replay if we have one. And
here we go.
I mean, I don't know if, the way, probably shouldn't have done that, but I don't think it's close. Yeah, that's a foot in. Yeah, you're going to get one look at it. You see the, I don't think this is going to be a long review here.
Yeah,
Bit of a shame. I mean, that's a clean winner. And yeah, see, look where that ball lands in. Yeah, so this will be a replay of the point here. Chief Judge has just come back to make the official call. It was in, so we will
The point needs to be replayed. Yeah, the Chargers kind of feel the same way.
Yeah, it will be a replay of the point here. Again, the original call was out. Replay actually said that the ball was in. So we will replay the point. Again, the Devils did have the serve, down 2-4. Here's Olaron.
Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Rebote forehand. Here's the backhand by Nicholas to the inside. Backhand by Olaron. Olaron takes it on the forehand, rifles the cortada, stopped by Nicholas. Olaron calls for the rebote, plays it inside. What a pickup by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Olaron on the backhand, powerfully thrown. Rebote coming to the inside. Rebote saved by Douglas. Beautiful catch by Urbieta. He comes over the top. Nicholas on the backhand. Beautiful catch by Nicholas coming off the side wall with the ball. Here's the backhand by Urbieta. He lets it pass. Douglas, forehand rebote. Rebote forehand by Olaron, scooped up by Nicholas. Beautiful catch by Urbieta. Big backhand. This one caught by Nicholas. Nicholas on the backhand. Rebote coming out, and Olaron is there. Big bounce off the Costado rebote. Robote forehand. Catch by Oraron. Robote forehand. Here's a backhand by Douglas. There's the backhand. Rotate forehand by Douglas. What a catch by Urbieta. Urbieta lower and harder and caught by Douglas. Here's the backhand. Oraron calls for the Robote. Robote again for Oraron from the forehand to the inside. Douglas at the 9 line turns the Robote straight overhead. Back to the inside. Urbieta's there. Backhand by Nicholas. That ball's on the wall. Tricky play either way. Here's Nicholas on the backhand to the inside. Urbieta's there. Backhand. Robote forehand. Beautiful catch by Nicholas. Robote coming out for Oraron. Oraron lower and harder off the Robote.
Oh,
such
good.
a beautiful catch by Nicholas. Big backhand by Urbieta. Robote for Douglas. Fires it back. Little bit of a wonky bounce. Robote save. Shooting down. Popping up. Stopped by Nicholas. Here's the catch by Urbieta. Beautiful catch there by Oraron. Robote forehand by Oraron. Caught by Nicholas. Nicholas from forehand. Oraron for the Robote again. Magic City bounce gets another one. That's 5 points for possible set point. Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Robote forehand by Oraron. Nicholas on the backhand. Oraron calls for the Robote, fires it inside. Nicholas is there. Oraron on the catch. Rather, Urbieta on the catch. Here's Nicholas, backhand from the 11 line. Oraron, backhand, powerfully thrown to the inside. Here's the backhand. Backhand by Nicholas. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Oraron. Caught by Nicholas. Beautiful pickup by Urbieta deep in the backcourt. Urbieta again. Here's the backhand. Urbieta, backhand from the 12 line, powerfully thrown. Clearing the overhead screen, out to the Robote at the 5 line, fired by Douglas. Oraron for the Robote, big bounce to the inside. Wow, what a bounce that took.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it scores. Still possible set point here for the Warriors. Oraron and Urbieta get that point. Big bounce. Shupikala off of that Robote. Oraron serves.
And kind of made Nicholas look a little silly there, but really not his fault. I mean, that ball kicked way up, and then off the back wall, it really opened up, too, towards the outside. And he had to make a lunging effort there at the last second. You know, Nicholas always going to try to keep the rally going, but really no chance there. Sent it up in the overhead screen.
Here's the backhand. by Nicholas. Backhand by Urbieta. Rebote forehand. Beautiful catch down low by Urbieta. Big backhand. Douglas for the rebote up at the 4 line. He throws it wall to wall and out to the rebote. Low hard rebote by Oraron. Oraron, what a catch, the 8 line. Big backhand. Forehand by Urbieta. Passes. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Urbieta again. Hard to the inside. Urbieta now from the 11 line to the inside. Oraron for the rebote forehand. Rifle to the inside. Good catch by Douglas. Powerful forehand. This one caught by Nicholas. Douglas, great catch. Drops it back inside, and it scores. Point and set for the Warriors. Douglas and Nicholas winning the first set. 6-3. We'll put a minute and a half on the board, come back out, and play our next set.
Yeah, really hard-fought opening set right there, Stu. I mean, all 4 players working particularly hard, and for
those
the Devils,
Magic City bounces usually go against Nicholas. He's usually the guy who it does not go in his favor. He gets hit with the ball, it clips and moves, but in this case, they all went in favor of the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, and what you ask, why do you see more in this match compared to some of the others? Well, these guys are a little bit more precise. I mean, they're trying to put the ball on the wall, and when you put it right on, you're going to see a couple more Magic City bounces. So compared to a 6-level or 5-level match in this top match, I mean, we've seen already.
We've
it seems like
seen
4 or
that
5
every year in the development of the Magic City program as other players have developed their game. And you talk about throwing a backhand that comes close to the sidewall, throw your rebotes close to the sidewall. Well, the closer you get it on the sidewall, we're not just talking about the ball waving high. We're talking about the ball going to the sidewall and staying.
Right.
And so it hits those cracks in between the panels and takes some wonky bounces. That close to the inside was just beautifully done by Oraron. Really well done.
Let's see, great catch there by Nicholas deep in the backcourt. Urbieta going up for it. Makes a great stop in the corner. Look at this one. This is the final throw. Douglas attacking like he's going to go straight to the outside. What does he do?
Right back to the inside. Just a beautiful throw there by Douglas.
Yeah, and got it on the tip.
Beautiful throw by Douglas.
Able to bring it in. 6-3. Ready to go here with our second set.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second set. Oraron will have the serve for the Devils. Good hard serve by Oraron to start things off. Big backhand. Rebote forehand back to the inside. Nicholas is there. Rebote, the rebound from the back wall. Forehand Rebote is hooked into the pad, and the pad is most definitely bad. This first point goes to the Warriors. Douglas and Nicholas. Douglas has the serve for the Warriors.
I think it's trying to drop it just above the pad, but just a little bit low. See the way he crouched down as he was trying to make that throw to get level with the pad, and maybe just hooked it a little bit more than he wanted.
Here's a backhand by Urbieta to the inside. Rebote for Douglas. Played from the inside. Backhand by Oraron. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Robote left side by Oraron. Back to the 10 line, and Nicholas is there. Robote comes out again. Douglas for the forehand. Robote sends it back. Catch by Urbieta. Catch by Douglas. Ball missed. 2 points for the Warriors in black. Douglas and Nicholas. Douglas serves.
And not making life easy for Urbieta here in the backcourt, moving him around. I mean, a couple Magic City bounces, and that one coming in low and hard. And we talked about the difficulty at the feet, trying to secure that on the right side and get the throw off without juggling. It's a tall task.
Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Backhand by Urbieta. Robote coming out. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Douglas on the backhand to the inside. Robote forehand. Robote left side. Urbieta moves in. Makes a snag low at the 10 line. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand by Oraron. Here's the backhand by Douglas. Backhand by Nicholas.
Oh, what a scoop.
Here's a catch by Urbieta. Forehand from the 11 line. Catch by Douglas. Here's the backhand.
Oh, what a catch there again.
Robote forehand, Cortada.
Oh, that's a
Thrown off the court on the return by Douglas. That's a point for Oraron and Urbieta. Oraron serves.
kind of ate him up. I mean, that ball coming in, Douglas somehow able to make the catch without holding, but to get that off, clip the sidewall, kicked out of play. Really not the intent of that throw. He's just trying to continue the rally any way he could.
Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Urbieta's there. Backhand from the 11 line. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Douglas, goes wall to wall. Robote forehand. Douglas cuts it off, winds up. Coasty inside is tipped in the backcourt. 3 points for Douglas and Nicholas. Douglas serves.
You don't want to rely too much on the scoop, but when the ball's moving this quick, sometimes you really don't have a choice. Trying to advance on it, just dropped in front of him and couldn't control it.
There's a backhand to the inside by Urbieta. Robote coming out. Robote by Douglas. Oraron with a tip ball overhead. 4 points for Douglas and Nicholas. Douglas has the serve for the Warriors.
He attacked a floating ball, and again, it's just not easy to control those. Moving up on it, maybe thinking about the throw as well, but whatever it is, just mistimed it, getting 4 points now for this Warriors team.
Low hard forehand by Urbieta. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Robote forehand. Here's the catch by Douglas. Douglas powerfully from the costado to the inside, and Urbieta's there. Backhand by Nicholas. There's a backhand by Nicholas again. This one caught on the forehand of Urbieta. Urbieta lays it right up the middle to the right side of Douglas. Douglas low and hard. This one picked up by Urbieta. Urbieta sends this one deep. Rebote for Douglas. That kicked. So did Urbieta. Nice catch. Nicholas on the backhand from the 11 line. Urbieta's there again. Beautiful catch by Nicholas. Off the sidewall. Rebote forehand. Douglas makes the catch. Inside placement attempt. Hits the pad, and the pad is bad. 2 points for Oraron and Urbieta. Oraron has the serve.
And the space is there, just a matter of execution. I really haven't seen Douglas go for that type of shot. Look at the fact that he's throwing it in doubles is a good sign, showing he's got a little bit of confidence, but just got to work it into the flow of the game here. First one drops into the pad, but look for him to maybe go back to that shot.
Nicholas on the backhand. Oraron aggressively from the 8 line. Big backhand. Sends it back out. Rebote forehand by Oraron. Catch by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Beautiful catch by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Oraron, backhand from the 7 line. Blasts it from the left side. Nicholas is there. Hard throw on the return. Backhand by Urbieta. Rebote forehand, powerfully thrown. Good catch by Nicholas. Beautiful catch. A hard thrown ball by Urbieta. Douglas is there. Another hard backhand. What a catch by Urbieta. Off the wall it comes. Oraron down low. Backhand. Blasted. Rebote coming out to the 5 line. Oraron makes the catch. Winds up. Costi to the inside. Here's the catch by Nicholas. Rebote coming out again. This time for Douglas. Oraron, that's dropping. Oraron makes a save, puts some bounce on it. Here's Nicholas from the 11 line. Ball tipped in the backcourt. That is 5 points. Possible set, possible match point for Nicholas and Douglas of the Warriors. Douglas serves.
Oraron and Urbieta don't have a lot to show for the great play throughout this match. I mean, these top-level doubles matches, the difference is, I mean, just one tip ball that's on the numbers. See here, 6-3 and then 5-2 in the second set. They're going to need a big comeback here to force a third one.
Catch by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Backhand by Urbieta. Here's a backhand by Oraron. Backhand now by Nicholas. Rebote forehand rifled by Douglas, wall to wall. Rebote drop shot by Oraron. Douglas has it. Hard to the inside, and Urbieta catches it. Urbieta sends it deep, and Nicholas is there. Here's the backhand. Oraron, forehand Rebote. Catch by Douglas. Douglas on the backhand, Rebote coming out. Catch by Douglas, he winds up. Goes to the inside. Oraron calls for the Rebote. Douglas cuts it off. Rifles it outside. Oraron stops it. Fires this one back a little higher. Nicholas makes the save. Oraron makes the catch. Rifles the Costalo. And that scores. My, oh my. What a point. 3 points for Oraron and Urbieta of the Devils. Still possible match point for Douglas and Nicholas. Oraron serves.
Game-saving catch here on the outside. Look at that. He's missed, I mean, about 50% today. He's missed a few. He's caught about 2 of them. And look at this one. Opens up. Nicholas knows where to be, but this costado, look at where it crosses. Right
He threw
where
that
Nicholas
so,
was
I'm
standing.
just, even on the slow-mo
Yeah.
replay, he throws it hard.
Wow. Absolutely right, Stu. Well placed. And still got a ways to come back here, but it's a crucial point.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. What a catch by Oraron. Big backhand. Nicholas is there. Backhand. Urbieta to the 11 line. Nicholas. Here's a catch by Urbieta. Urbieta powerfully from the forehand. Douglas looks for the rebote. Catch by Urbieta. Backhand from the 12 line. Sends it deep. Nicholas is there. Rebote by Douglas. What a catch by Urbieta. Urbieta splits up the front quarter and back quarter, but Douglas takes it in the air. Here's Oraron. Tough catch at the side wall. Oraron on the rebote, rifle to the inside. Douglas tries to get in there. He makes a beautiful save. Here's a catch by Oraron. Oraron to the feet of Nicholas where it scores. So now it's 4-5. Oraron and Urbieta serve. Still possible match point for Douglas and Nicholas.
Another costado, hard to the inside. No reason to change it up. You see Douglas, I mean, just makes a tough save. Lays it up inside, giving Oraron a chance at this costado. Douglas goes to defend the 2-wall, the split placement, everything there towards the outside. Nicholas alone to make the scoop. Didn't come away with it.
There's the backhand. What a catch by Urbieta. Nicholas on the backhand. Oraron makes the catch on the forehand. Powerful forehand by Oraron, goes wall-to-wall. Douglas on the rebote. What a catch by Urbieta. Backhand from the 12 line. Nicholas with the catch at the 12. Rebote. Left side by Oraron. Big bounce. Brought down by Nicholas. Oraron from the forehand at the 8. Powerful right side. Big bounce. Brought down by Nicholas. Oraron again. This time a forehand rebote. Caught by Douglas. Powerful backhand by Douglas. What a catch by Urbieta. Douglas now from the 9 line. Backhand. Rebote forehand rifle low and hard. Scooped up by Nicholas. Urbieta moves in. Backhand to the inside. Nicholas is there. Rebote forehand. Cut off by Nicholas at the 11. Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Urbieta again, backhand, wall-to-wall. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by Douglas, powerfully thrown. Rebote save, caught by Douglas. Douglas hard to the inside, and Urbieta is there. Nicholas from the 9 line. Oraron jumps up, tips it, knocks it down. Point set, and a hard-fought match for Douglas and Nicholas, taking it in straight sets, 6-3, 6-4.
Boy, what a match, Stu. I mean, it felt even closer than the scoreline indicates. 6-3, 6-4. Douglas and Nicholas pull out a straight set victory. Finish off the regular season at 8-2. And a big win for the Warriors on this game day. Keeps them in it. Chance for a tie coming up next. We will have Williams and Manny against Robin and, sorry, that'd be Kubawa and Rock. Kubawa substituting again for Robin in this finale.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
And you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Here is the Game Days scoreboard brought to you by DraftKings. 2.5 points for the Wall Warriors on the day. Devils with 4 points. See total cumulative points of all the teams there along the bottom of that graphic. Let us hear from the winners of our last match, Douglas and Nicholas.
Douglas, Nicholas, congratulations on winning that match. 8-2 in the top division of doubles. One of the best records on this group. What has the season been like for you both playing together for the first time?
Pues sí, estamos muy contentos. Hemos jugado bien en equipo.
We played really well as a team.
Había que aguantar y sabíamos que metiendo velocidad.
Just have to keep going, keep the ball really fast.
Sí, pues sí, hemos hablado bien. Era un placer jugar con Matt, como siempre.
Communicated really well. I really like playing with Matt.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Yeah, no, that's my first time playing with Nicholas. He catches everything. He doesn't do anything too crazy. He stays back, and that's the type of backcourt I like to play with. I like to set up the point, and then when I get the opportunity up in the front, try to make the point as best I can. And I'm just happy that we're able to finish 8-2. And that's it.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. To see what else happens in the last match of the day.
Thank you.
And ready to go with the finale. 5th division doubles here. Williams and Manny take on Kubala and Rock. Again, Kubala substituting for Robin today. We saw him in the backcourt to begin. Now up in the front. See what he can do here in this finale. 4 points for the Devils. 2.5 points for the Warriors. Warriors with a chance to tie up the game day right here. The Devils can win it. We begin whipping it to the outside. What a catch by Williams. Low and hard. Here's Rock. Here's Williams. Outside placement. Will score. High energy first point going to the Warriors. Williams and Manning.
That got started so quick we didn't even have time to register our computers up here. That's impressive.
Served there by Williams. He is good. Coming up the middle from the left side at the 8 line. Backhand. Stopped by Rock in the air. On the bounce, here's Manning from the left side. The backhand. Pulled in by Rock. Hard backhand. Rock now. Deep in the backcourt. Puts it high off the front wall. On the bounce, here's Manning. Ball missed by Rock there on the forehand. That's going to be 2 points for Williams and Manning.
Again, Rock has to avoid unforced errors, which includes making sure that he catches the ball.
Serve takes Rock to the middle of the court. Forehand, soft touch. Stopped by Manny. Here's Manny from the 10 line. Hard throw. Rock backing up. Ball tipped.
Wow.
3 straight for the Warriors.
It's his option to go for it, but not that one. Again, better communication between he and his front quarter is necessary. And also, if you're standing on the back wall and the ball's coming at you, that's no time to be catching it. Why? No give. No give.
Serve coming in low. Rock advances. Soft touch on the forehand. Nice. Ooh, Williams had it for a moment. Could not control it. That's going to get the Devils on the board. First point for Kubala and Rock.
That was very well thrown by Rock.
Over serve, second serve coming up. Manny takes the serve, back of the 12 line. This opens up to the middle of the court. Rock on the right side, back up the middle. Williams out of the way. Manny reaching up on the forehand. Hard throw into the corner. Oh, Rock missed ball. That's 4 points for Williams and Manny.
Yeah, Rock just having a difficult time getting that cesta and keeping it in the basket.
Well, over serve, second serve for Williams. Second serve is good. Here's Rock from the other line, puts it to the inside on the bounce. Manny handles. Back from the 12, keeps it inside. Here's Kubala backing up. His backhand just above the pan. Low runner, scooped up by Manny. Kubala backed up to the 10 line, keeps this one to the inside on the wall. Manny comes back for it and just digs it out. Kubala waiting for it, back of the 10 line. There's a backhand, kicking up. Into the corner, on the wall. Manny just lays it up again. Kubala backs up, stops it on the right side. Forehand over the top, well placed again. Manny let it pass. He's there for the rebote save. Kubala, splitter, knocked down by Williams. That's going to be 2 points now for the Devils.
Manny has to let Williams know that he's there if he doesn't want him to stab at it.
Kubala, nice catch along the inside. Hard return. Here's Manny. Backhand opens up. Kubala's got it on the right side, middle of the court. Hard throw, crossing again. Manny lines it up. He turns the rebote, coming out to the middle of the court. Kubala whips a 2-wall, and the splitter split them up. That's 3 points for the Devils. Kubala and Rock serve.
Kubala is definitely a quick study. It worked for him once, worked for him a second time. Don't know that you want to play with Manny too many times on that, but it's definitely helped them put 2 boards on the board, 2 points up on the board for the Devils.
Let you hear Costado, 2-wall. You see Williams, I mean, last time he stabbed in front of Manny, so this time he pulls the cesta out of the way, and Manny's not there. That's why communication is so important in doubles. Rock with a good catch there, right off the sidewall, low running backhand. Manny turns the look for it. He lays it up. Kubala attacking on the right side, the carom. Williams, good control on the outside, makes the catch. Opening up to the outside, Kubala rebote. Well placed and scoring. Soft touch on the rebote. Ties it up at 4-4. It is the score. Kubala and Rock serve.
Very well done by Kubala. Excellent placement of the ball. You see him get to the rebote, puts it inside with a soft touch. Manny moves up on it, but he does not get there before the second bounce. Very well done by Kubala. And again, Kubala in off the taxi squad, substituting here for Robin. Also, there's little El Barba action going on here. He's basically showing teams for next year's draft what he's capable of doing.
Manny on the backhand, puts it on the wall. Good catch here by Rock. Manny low running backhand. Oh, Kubala comes flying in, crashes into the wall and gets it off. Manny now tough for Bote. He digs it out. Middle of the court. There's Kubala on the right side with a good catch. Back over the top. Manny now from the 9 line. Rock trying to step up. That is perfectly placed and scoring for Manny. 5 points for the Warriors. They have a possible set point.
For Rock, just a tricky play. That ball was on the wall. He's capable of making that catch if he's lined up to catch it. But he had to move into position, doing two things at the same time, just not so much.
Called over serve. Second serve for Williams. And serve is good. Here's Rock from the left side, the backhand. Dropping low. Here's Manny from the 9 line, the backhand. On the wall, Rock with a leaping grab. Robote forehand, Manny just flicks it up. That reaches. Here's Kubala. Inside placement. Just out of reach of Manny. That is perfectly thrown. We are tied up at 5-5. This is set point.
Tremendous throw by Kubala. Just very well done.
Manny over the top from the right side. That one's coming out. Kubala diving, Robote save opens up. Williams stops it. Williams with the high, hard play. Rock lets it pass. Kubala digs it out to the inside. A big, big bounce, and Manny controls it. Rock keeps it on the left side, the backhand. Crossing the sidewall again. Manny steps up at the 9 line, just launches it. Rock's there again. Manny from the 9 line, backhand, a little closer to the sidewall. Rock makes another good catch. His backhand, and he pulls it in. Hard throw, that's out of reach. Kubala on the return. Drops the Robote inside. Manny runs around it, the backhand out. Hard throw again, kicking up and out. Kubala fall down. Oh, that caught the pad on the 2-wall, and the pad is bad. Point and set. Williams and Manny take it 6-5. Minute and a half will come back and play. Set 2.
Tremendous front court effort there by Kubala, stepping in for the scratched Robin. Good comeback there with points, but that last 2-all.
Yeah, just playing smart Jai-Alai. Not rallying with Manny here in the backcourt. Getting the ball. We know that he can throw the shots. Doesn't have a ton of power, but doesn't need it here in this matchup. Placing the ball is more than half the battle. And Kubala really giving his team, his Devils team, great support here in the substitute role. Again, Robin out today. Trying to get him ready for the playoffs. And final regular season game day for the Warriors. The Devils still have one more to play. That will be on Friday night against the Chargers. And get some replays here of that opening set. Kubala. You see Manny there waiting to the inside. Is he going to throw it inside? He's going to throw a 2-wall. The splitter right between both Warriors. This one, soft touch to the inside. Manny likes to hang deep in the backcourt. Kubala got the second bounce. And right here, with Rock hanging a little deep, Manny puts it on the wall. And in the end, see right here, Kubala going for it. Oh, just a little bit low on that 2-wall. 6-5 in favor of the Warriors. Second set ready to go. Kubala and Rock will have the serve.
Center court judge with his whistles definitely ready to move things on. He blew the whistle once when it went to all zeros. Didn't see people walking his way. Blew it. I like that guy.
Ready to begin set 2. Kubala and Rock will serve.
It's like 4 zeros is not the time when you start preparing to go out on the court. Just putting it that way.
Should be out there, ready to go. Serve by Kubala. We begin. Set number 2. Backhand to the inside. Taken in there by Rock. Rock's backhand sticks inside. Good catch by Manny. Back behind him at the 12 line. Backhand passes. Kubala puts the rebote up the middle. Manny, low and hard on the return. Kubala comes back to scoop it up. Hard throw. That one kicking up and out. Rebote left side. Williams returns it 2-all. Rock stops it. Rock a little higher off the front wall. A big, big bounce. Manny caught under the bridge. And he gets out there with a nice rebote save. Kubala. Splitter again. Manny stops this one. Rock takes off. Look at Rock. Got it on the left side. The backhand to the middle of the court is scooped.
Oh,
and juggled
he
by
got him.
Manny.
He got him.
What defense there by Rock. And the Devils get
sure
the point.
How he made the catch. That throw. Look at this catch.
Yeah, Manny took a little too much time. I mean, look at this. On the hop, brings it in. Backhand
Okay,
to the
so
middle.
so that ball does have a funny bounce. No question that ball definitely is coming in.
Speaking of funny,
with a
this
funny
ball-
spin.
oh.
Oh, yeah, spun right out of his cesta.
Yeah.
Wow.
1-0. Devils on the board first. Kubala on the rebote. Drops it to the inside. Manny plays it to the inside. Kubala with a good catch again up at the 8 backhand. Lifted on the wall. Here's Manny. Rock from the 11 line. Backhand dropping low. Manny steps up, takes it in the air. Hard throw. That's right on the wall again. Kubala diving save on the back end. Manny trying to get up to it. He does. Navigates a little traffic. Drops it inside. And it's tipped. Ruled to have been tipped by Kubala. That is a point for the Warriors, Williams, and Manny.
Good effort by Rock to try to get up to that ball.
Kubala just out of the way of that serve. Here's a backhand by Rock. On the bounce, here's Manny. Sidearm throw just out of reach of Kubala. Rock from the 12 line, puts it back over the top. Manny on the inside from the 11 line. Here's Rock. Hard throw comes up the middle. Manny running around it. Soft touch. No Kubala though. Late call gets in there. Hard backhand follows. Rebote. Rebound off the back wall. Williams just lays it up. It's a 2-all return. Kubala stops it on the outside. His carom lands in. Stopped by Williams. Williams a little high and hard. Rock had it lined up, just couldn't make the play. Great defense by the Warriors. They jump out ahead, 2-1.
In good positioning there again by Rock. Rock knew where to go, just wasn't able to catch the ball coming off of that second surface, that side wall.
Underserve, second serve coming up. Here's Rock from the left side, the backhand from the 10 line, dropping low. Manny steps up to it. This one high and hard, just does clear the overhead screen. Kubala fall down 2-wall. Williams tracks it down. Softer touch, but a little too soft. That drop into the top part of the pad, and any part of the pad is bad. 2-2.
Trying to touch the front wall, the glass part just above that pad. Slip it in. Wasn't able to do it.
And he handles that serve, just blasts the backhand. Kubala backpedals into position, drops it to the inside on the wall. What a catch there by Manny. Rock leaping grab back of the 12 line. Just above the pad, here's Manny again. Backhand kicking up, and it's coming out. Kubala left side rebote, hook to the outside of the court. Manny again, fake the carom this time, put it inside. Kubala read it. Hard backhand, out to the rebote. Manny with a save, big bouncer. Rock waiting for it in the backcourt. On the forehand from the 11 line. Back over the top. Picada, big bounce. Manny reaches up high to control it. Rock again from the 12 line. Back over the top. Crossing. Manny reaching up higher this time. Still pulls it in. 3 in a row now. Manny handles this one comfortably from the 12. Puts it on the wall. Rock reaching up again on the right side. From deep in the backcourt. The big bounce. Manny just above the pad on the return. Rock coming in from the backcourt. Gets it off in time. Here's Manny backing up. The carom. Kubala takes off for it. Gets there on the outside. Carambola picked off by Manny before the second bounce. This is coming back outside. Kubala reaches in. The 2-wall is 2-1. Points for the Warriors. Williams and Manny lead.
We'd really thought Kubala got off over that seizure disorder, but I think the next set of meds will be much better than the current set of medication.
Rock from the 11 line, back into the inside, dropping low. Manny gets out there for the rebote. Kubala thought about it, lets it come back to Rock. Forehand over the top, and he stops another one, this time at the 10 line. Kubala looking to cut it off. He does and flicks the backhand up. Manny over the top again. Big bouncer. Here's Rock now. Manny low and hard. Rock steps up, gets it again. Outside placement. It will score. Rock ties things up. It's 3-3.
Not generally a fan of guys who make spectacular catches and then putting a difficult shot on top of it, but in that case, it worked out for Rock. Well done. Tough catch and then an outside placement. Really well done.
Take another look at this. I mean, he's scooped that on the right side along
he took a
the
good,
wall.
I mean, he took a big picture.
And look at the way this opens up. Williams expecting it to come to his right or to his left and just missed it. Rotate played high off the front wall. This one takes Manny to the outside, the long 2-wall. Rock not going to get there. Perfectly thrown. The Warriors retake the lead 4-3.
Yeah, we saw Manny play really spectacular singles the other day, in which he made use of that 2-wall frequently.
Here's Manny now. Forehand played back to the inside. What a catch by Kubala as that crossed the sidewall. Puts it back on the numbers. Manny charging. Rips the backhand. This is coming out a long way. Kubala up at the 4 line. Returns a 2-wall. Williams stops it on the outside. Williams the high, hard return. Kubala alone for the rebote. The diving save. That kicks out. 5 points for the Warriors. They have a possible set and a possible match point.
Don't know if Kubala was actually going for the 2-wall on that fall down or he was just trying to, because he was running towards the back wall. So doesn't have a lot of control once he gets there.
Hold under serve. Second serve coming up. Great catch there by Kubala. Here's Manny from deep in the backcourt. Soft throw. Picked off there by Kubala on the left side. Big backhand. Wall to wall. Rebote. Left side for Williams. Over the top, here's Kubala again. The drop shot. And he takes off for it, gets up to it, the backhand up at the floor line. That one launched out of reach, another one for Kubala. He drops it inside. Manny attacking, up at the 6 now. Rock with a flying catch in the backcourt. One laid up, Rock just does get to it. There's a forehand high off the front wall. Dropping low, Manny now over the top, towards the inside. Kubala cut it off, split placement. Manny's got it. Manny inside placement, cut off by Kubala. His carom always missed by Williams. Oh, keeps it going here. That's 4 points for the Devils. See that one coming to the outside again. See that motion there, just couldn't control it. Manny had a chance there, faked the carom, got a little too cute, put it inside, right where Kubala can make a play on it. Manny from the left side, powerful backhand. Robote. Now back to the inside, Manny backing up, makes the catch. Forehand placement to the inside. There's Rock, good control. Forehands over the top. On the bounce, Manny stops it from the 8 line. Over the top again, Rock reaches in, comes away with it. Manny now back at the 12 line, hard throw to the inside. Rock makes the play. This one pushed up the middle. Manny runs under it. Softer touch to the inside, crosses. Rock controlling another one. This one a little bit higher. Big bounce. Manny stops it up at the 9 line, back over the top. Rock gets in there again. Manny running around it. Turns Robote from the left side. Here's Kubala up in the front court. Split placement. Stopped by Williams. Williams on the return. High play to the middle of the court. Kubala lines it up and keeps the match going. Williams waiting for it on the outside. High, hard throw. 3-wall play again. Kubala knows where to be. Just drops it to the inside. Backs Manny up. Controls it at the 12. Hard up the middle. Kubala, good body control to bring it in. The backhand 2-wall. Dropping at the feet. Manny out of the way. Forehand just above the pad. Kubala could not scoop it up. Point set and a hard-fought match going to the Warriors. Williams and Manny, 6-5, 6-4. And with that, the game day ends in a tie. 4 points for both teams. Stay tuned for the post-game show. That's coming up here in just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
made. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point
win.
set and match.
Point set and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court Game Day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court postgame show. He's Stu Nyman, I'm Andrew Blackman. We ended in a tie, 4-4 was the score on this game day between the Devils and Warriors. Let's cut to some of the highlights and recap what we saw behind us today on the Battle Court. Getting started with this top-ranked singles match. That was Douglas and Oraron getting us started.
Last time we saw Douglas and Oraron on the court, Oraron was dealing with a calf injury associated with an actual very bad injury that he had requiring surgery in 2023 that took him out of all his professional matches from August on, I believe it was, from early August on. So that came back to haunt him a little bit. But massage, rest, ice, heat.
He came back firing today.
Came back firing on all cylinders, but so did Douglas. Douglas, again, you got to give anyone who's got experience on this court, that's the person you have to give the slight edge to.
See here, I mean, look at that. Defense able to track it down, and then the carambola on the return, just perfect. Douglas looking for a pad call, but not quite. You know, Oraron, how about that? Able to scoop it up, but unable to keep it in play.
Just unable to keep it. You know, Douglas played, for the most part, mistake-free Jai-Alai, both in this singles match and then later in his doubles match as well. He played Oraron really, really beautifully.
And 2-wall off the rebote in the third set now. And you see just moving him around, just frustrating. Douglas, oh, look at that. Faked the carom, dropped it inside. And how about that? One of the highlights of the day.
It's Douglas had it in his cesta, but he didn't know that it was coming. It was more like, whoops, look what I got here. Almost like a play of frustration out of and this one was not. This was a true forehand carom rebote. At that point, it was pretty easy to sense from back here that he was pissed.
Yeah, I mean, and then, frustrating way to end it. That was a little Magic City bounce. Douglas able to close it out in 3 sets.
Quite a way to start a day of Jai-Alai.
And Warriors on the board first, but then Hyro and Nicholas, another classic here in this series. Nicholas starting off with a bunch of shots, setting the pace. 2-wall earlier, landing in, right on the wall there for Hyro. Slow start for Hyro in this one. I mean, offensively, defensively, a couple misses and not executing the shots at the level we've seen.
Yeah, a couple mistakes, too. Like, for instance, these drop shots. Here's a drop shot right here. Look, it's still in the air past the 4 line.
It's halfway up the second panel. Yeah.
So, you know, if your opponent is in the cage or tying his shoes or something like that, yeah, the drop shot can still be in the air over the 4 line, and maybe it'll score, but not there. Certainly not against Nicholas.
This time makes the adjustment. Again, softer touch on it. You see Nicholas sprinting out to it. Still a little deep, but able to score on that one. And off the rebote, Hyro comes back. I mean, diving save, not really much of the intent right there to get the second bounce, but just enough to score. Look at the scoop here by Hyro, the carom to finish. Very well done. Hyro, after the slow start in the first set, coming back there in set number 2. You see the third set now. Diving save again, beats Nicholas to the inside. Look at this scoop and then right into the 2-wall.
Yeah, just beautifully executed.
Combination. Nicholas again, this 2-wall. Just not enough. Hyro tracks it down. Look at the power from the outside. to finish it off. Went the distance, but in the third set, Hyro able to get it done. Tied up the game day 1 point apiece, and that brought us to 6 division doubles. Again, Robin out for the Devils today. Kubawa comes in as a substitute, and quite the performance for Kubawa here, starting in this first match.
No question about it. First time he's had an opportunity to sub during the season. Went into the backcourt very easily, did a great job both in the back and later on in the front court. And Julan's just so tough to beat.
Yeah, you see a little bit surprised on the miss right there. Another one coming out to the middle of the court.
These are balls that Julan catches day and night.
Another one, I think, late in the second set. You see it. Reaction tells you, I mean, how he's feeling, and don't usually see those misses from Julan, but able to settle down here in the third set. 2-all return by Kubawa. Look at Julan, though. I mean, attacking from the outside. Hard throw. Opens up. And you're going to see again, I mean, that's the back quarter up in front of that's about the 5 line there. Perfectly placed on the wall and
Passing
scoring.
to the inside and scoring, doing a beautiful job with that.
Kubawa here on the 2-wall. Another one. You see Julan's got his back up, calls him off. Hard to the inside. Kubawa diving effort. Again, that's another look of it here from the inside camera. I mean, see how well placed it is. Right at his feet, crossing. And tied up 4-4 late here in the third set. CRB throws the carom. Williams missed it on the outside and dropped it inside here. Williams coming back for it and just couldn't control it. What a win there for CRB and Kubawa. Prevented a perfect season for Williams and Julan as well. They finish up at 9-1. That's 16 for the Warriors.
Still very impressive.
Very good season for that team as they look ahead for the playoffs. And then brought us to the next match here. Cray and Manny against Hyro and Rock, 4th division doubles.
Again, get Hyro back out here, and it's all right sides all the time. Drop shot, same one like he was throwing before that gets a little far back. Manny with, well, actually, probably Manny's been hit by more balls than anyone else on the roster, considering he's got veteran status here. But it's not pleasant no matter which ball it is.
With his serve coming in
Tipped.
hard, and it got him on the back end.
Yeah, all that power that Hyro has on that right side is just truly impressive every time he goes out on the court. Communication with Rock was spot on today.
And top-ranked doubles matchup here, Oraron and Urbieta against Douglas and Nicholas.
This is really what pushed. I mean, Douglas and Nicholas played perfectly together.
Yeah, they really
The communication was spot on. Their positioning was spot on. Douglas's shots, even though, for instance, we have Oraron catching this one, still so well done. Nicholas covering the court better than I think I've seen him play in a couple weeks anyway.
Yeah.
But the two of them were just on at the same time. I don't know that there's any team, and I do mean any team in battle court, that could have beat them today. Again, you don't know what's going to happen the next day. That's the wonderful thing about watching humans play professional sports. One day you get one thing, the next day you get something slightly different. Only the best do you see the same thing day in and day out. But today was very much Douglas and Nicholas's day.
Yeah, Philo there, straight to the outside. They called it out, but replay review confirmed that that ball was in fact in.
Yeah, you know, and this has nothing to do with in defense of the judge. When even on replay, that ball hit low and stayed low.
The Philo in particular is hard to read. Absolutely.
It didn't skip at all. It hit, and it went out about maybe an inch. It traveled the rest of the way about an inch, inch and a half off the ground.
Tip there on the inside.
Oraron going to the inside, but too much to the inside. That hit the pad.
Douglas, hard throw right at the feet of Urbieta. Couldn't scoop it.
Beautiful
For only
rebote
that
save there by Douglas.
What sets up this shot here by Oraron. Back to the inside.
But that's one of very few. Nicholas was on top of him, one after the next, making fantastic catches.
Oh, and Oraron going up
Oraron
for it.
having a few mistakes.
Yeah, just tipped it there. Douglas and Nicholas prevail. Straight sets.
No way to know which way that one was going to go until you
Yeah.
saw how well
I mean,
Douglas and
what-
Nicholas were playing together.
It was 6-3, 6-4, and it really doesn't show you how close it was. That brought us to the finale here. Kubala substituting again for Robin with Rock behind him against Williams and Manny.
And again, Kubala, not a big fan of playing up there in the front court, but he came in and just did a decidedly good job today.
Oh, Manny there trying to get it off in time, but he knows it too. Just juggled that ball. Williams with a good stop here. I mean, he was heavily involved today. I mean, he was playing a bunch of balls off the rebote, catching on the outside. An active day for Williams, up and down, able to make that stop right here. But pretty consistent, though. How about Kubala? I mean, coming in as the sub again in this matchup in the front court.
Did a decidedly
Yeah,
good job.
I mean, throwing some shots here, but that one just kicked off the court. You see, just frustrated there with that miss. Manny runs around this one.
To keep it on the left side, look, he's standing on the outside so he can throw the 2-all where no one's standing. Just that's so well done.
And Rock getting twisted up in the net there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Manny here. Off to the inside. Kubala trying to get to it. Got assessed on it, just unable to secure that catch. In the end, game day ends in a tie, 4-4. The Warriors fighting their way back to tie things up at the end of the game day. And Stu and I are going to join you here back on camera. Let's show you the season-long standings. One team has completed their regular season. That will be the Warriors. You see them up there tied for first place, but 8 points remaining for the Renegades. They have a chance. They just need one win against the Fireballs. They will be playing tomorrow, and if they do that, the Renegades will lock in the #1 seed, and the Warriors will be the 2nd seed in our regular season. Player of the day race today, Stu.
A couple names came to mind, and realistically, we saw some great play out of Rock. Rock was definitely, if the Devils would have taken the game day, I think Rock would have definitely got it. Nicholas obviously played beautifully, but the person who seemed unusually locked in was Douglas. Sometimes we see some mistakes out of Douglas. Ball will go over his head. He'll go to make a rebote, and he goes down, but the ball doesn't go with him. We didn't see any of that today. We saw him catching the balls. We saw his court positioning being excellent. Right. We saw his shot selection being excellent. So today was mistake-free highlight for Douglas, and Douglas, for me, gets the player of the day.
And let's hear from the top-ranked player for the Warriors. Hey guys, welcome to the Balcourt postgame show here with the player of the day, Douglas, today. 2-0. Started off with that singles match against Oraron, a much different battle than the last time you guys played. What was the way that you were able to close it out again?
Yeah, last week when I played him, he was dealing with a little bit of like an Achilles injury, so he couldn't move that well, and I took that one pretty easily. But I knew today, with him being 100%, it was going to be a lot tougher of a match. He's a great player. He catches a lot, has a lot of good shots, and he's really quick. He's everywhere on the court, no matter where you throw it. But I just stayed patient, waited until I had the right opportunity, and I think I was able to take advantage.
Yeah, and you guys are right now tied with the Renegades. Looks like you're going to finish up in the 2nd seed. What's the game plan going in towards the playoffs? Like, and you might play the Chargers or the Devils.
Yeah, it's looking like right now I'll probably play the Chargers. They're a tough team. I think we matched up pretty well against them during the regular season. But, in any game day like that, anything can happen. So we're going to have to come in focused and play each match 100%.
Awesome, Douglas. Great playing today. 2-0 to finish off the regular season. He is our player of the day. And that was Douglas, our player of the day for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Renegades close out their regular season against the Fireballs. So we'll know about that #1 seed after tomorrow. We get started with Inaki and Amigarena against Gaucheri and Arats, and then Jedin and Ferron to take on Goanaga and Ben. Hernandez and Cabrera against Joseph and Arats. Then 2 singles matches, Inaki against Gaucheri first, a rematch of what we saw on Friday night, which was a thriller. And then Amigarena and Goanaga up next. We'll close it out with the 6th division doubles match. Jedin and Hernandez take on Joseph and Arta. Stu and I will be back here on the call for that Tuesday night game day tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time between the Renegades and Fireballs. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow at 5.
Hyro, do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, but
It's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys.